Going live on the Facebook. Oh, gotta mute myself.
You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo! Yo, good morning, Tucson. Welcome to another edition of Beef Vegan Presents, live on Rock 102.1 KFMA. I am your humble host, Beef Vegan. With me this morning is my good friend, the Matt Man. Good morning, Matt.
What's up, Beef? How you doing?
Doing okay. You know, in fact, actually, I'm starting the show a little too happy when I'm really not because, unfortunately, last night, the epic run of the Phoenix Suns came to an end with a Game 6. Yeah, it was brutal. You know, it looked close at times. Did you watch the game?
I did, man. I did, and it was a good game. It was a great game, but you know, we didn't get the result we wanted.
Yeah, no, we did not. And I'll say this though, you know, optimistically thinking, the future of the Suns looks very bright.
Yes, it does, especially if CP3, Chris Paul, takes up his player option and returns back to the Suns. I have no doubt that we'll be seeing them in the postseason a lot sooner.
Yeah, you know, I don't see why he wouldn't. But here's an interesting stat and fact about Chris Paul. He is the first player in NBA history to go up 2-0 in the NBA playoffs and then lose the series 4 different times. So that was the 4th time that he led a team 2-0 and then blow that lead in the series and end up losing the series altogether.
Right.
So a lot of people are hating on Chris Paul this morning.
As they shouldn't, though. There would be no postseason play if Chris Paul's not part of the Suns.
That's true. They did need that leadership, that mentorship, and the Chris Paul effect is very real.
Yeah.
The stats that people have talked about throughout the season is that every team that Chris Paul has gone to, their winning percentage has gone up considerably the following year. Each and every team since he's entered the league. And that, you know, you can't overlook that. That's huge. Those are huge stats. But Chris Paul, even taking Chris Paul out of the equation, if he doesn't return for whatever odd reason, we still have that core 3 of Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, and of course on DeAndre Ayton.
And don't forget Cameron Payne too.
Cameron Payne,
that's a solid point guard.
Oh my God, Cameron Payne is a beast on NBA 2K. I've been going over. I'm dunking on everybody on my NBA 2K. So yes, I mean, even Cameron Johnson. I mean, that team, like all together, like, and they're so young. Mm-hmm. And to have this deep playoff run experience and NBA Finals experience and leaving there with that punch to the gut that great competitors feel when they get so close to the finish line and it gets taken away from them. A lot of players are fueled by that fire.
Right. It got me a little choked up to see Monty Williams choked up. I was like, man, it's like, because, you know, there's just that feeling of coming so close and there was nothing you could do. That man, Giannis, that Greek freak, went off on a tear yesterday.
He's insane.
There was nothing you could do with him. So that, like, hear Monty Williams choked up like that, I'm like, don't cry, Monty.
Yeah.
It's all right, man.
You're going to make me cry. No, now
Who's cutting onions?
Yeah. And the thing with Giannis is, he scored 50 points. Obviously, he was the MVP of the series, and he proved to be just an unstoppable force and was a one-man team in a lot of ways. I mean, PJ Tucker did some great defense, but didn't score a single point. So, I mean,
he said to just show off his shoes. Let's be cool.
Yeah, right. In fact, I do have a little audio clip that I'm going to share real quick of this. It is a little heartbreaking to kind of hear this and relive this, but for the sake of just documenting how close it came, you know, this reminds me of 92 all over again. I was a young kid when this came out, or when the Phoenix Suns went to the finals during the Charles Barkley era. Yeah. And that damn Michael Jordan had to ruin it all.
That damn
Michael Jordan, that greedy
player.
greedy goat. He wanted all the championships. Here's a little clip of the game last night in case you missed it.
Now, Jeff, with 9.5 remaining, a miracle finish would have to obviously happen for Phoenix to pull it out. And again, they're out of timeouts. Booker turns, shoots, fires. Shot won't go. Tucker the rebound. And that'll do it. It's over. The Bucks have done it. The long wait has ended. After a half century, the Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions once again.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy, though?
50 years.
The last time they won, Kareem had an afro. He just had changed his name from Lou Alcindor to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And so 1973 is the last time they won. I think they
71.
71.
Excuse
me. They deserved that just as much as the Suns did. And
No,
it
didn't.
was a tight series.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did, B.
The Bucks haven't won since 1971. Do you know the last time the Phoenix Suns won an NBA championship?
They've never won
That's right. They never won a championship. So 50 years is 50 years shorter than the Suns and their run. So, no, absolutely. The city of Milwaukee doesn't deserve it. No, nobody, not a single fan of the Bucks deserve it. I don't like any of it.
Who's the worst fan base? I'm sorry. Who's between the Suns or the Milwaukee Bucks? And I want you to be objective. Like, as far as, like, people being obnoxious.
Okay. Well, it comes to people being obnoxious. That's us. I mean, we're beating people up in the stands just trying to go viral, throwing up a 4. Well, Suns at 4, huh?
Let's get ready to rumble.
Right.
Yeah. So no, of course, Phoenix, they had a couple lowlights as far as the fans are concerned. Like the guy who had $100 bills behind the hoop, and every time Giannis would shoot free throws, he's out counting $100. That's Scottsdale. Okay, that's not a representation of Arizona. If anything. I mean, it's more money than the entire city of Milwaukee has seen in their life. So if there's a silver lining there. But yeah, no, they don't deserve it. They didn't deserve it. And afterwards, like 60,000 people in Milwaukee, I think the entire population of that town, all came together to celebrate their win. 2 people ended up getting arrested. Cops got hurt. It was a party. It was a celebration, but minor in comparison to what could have happened if a bigger city won a championship after 50 years. So I guess congratulations for the sake of being a good sport, but at the same time, F them.
It's always Wisconsin that gets in our way. Remember U of A twice?
Yeah.
I don't mean to reopen old wounds, but
well, honestly, I don't even hold that grudge against the Bucks that I do say like the San Antonio Spurs. Like I hate the Spurs because how many times the Spurs have broken our hearts as Suns fans. The Lakers, same thing. We always want to beat LA. So those are kind of like the rival teams, or at least were. The Spurs have been a non-factor the past few seasons, but so the Bucks, they got it. Do I think they're going to get it next year? No. Giannis is good. I don't know if they'll be able to continue to keep a team going, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you, Phoenix Suns, for an epic run. Give us something to talk about and celebrate coming out of pandemic. And we look forward to the next season because we believe that the next season we're going to have another deep playoff run. And maybe, we'll get that championship ring.
Fingers
finally.
Crossed.
Yeah. So we don't have to wait 50 years, which you already did. All right. We got a great show for you. This is how we're going to bounce back, though, okay? It's Wednesday, so we're going to hit you with that score report. Yes, I have DJ Lance calling up an X, and we're going to find out how good he is in bed, really, on a scale of 1 to 10. When we ask a girl who has no feelings for him whatsoever that he hooked up with, what his true score is. So that's going to happen at 7 and 9. We're also giving away tickets for Korn and Stained. We're going to play a little game called Last Geek Standing. That and so much more is happening on the show, so make sure you keep it right here all morning long. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All right, starting off strong. Let's do a roll call. Oh, you know what? See if on your phone you get on the old Facebook there, then you could see some of the comments and participate in them. Drop some songs, keep on top of my clock, and away we go. All right, first off, I want to shout out to the early birds on the YouTube stream. David, good morning. Happy hump day. Mecca, good morning. And Manny, All three of these gentlemen commented before we went live at 6 o'clock. So the early birds always on it. Let's see. Troll Quality, good morning. Got a strong YouTube presence right out the gate. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Kirsten. Screaming Dean says, good morning, all. Happy Wednesday. Good morning, Screaming Dean. What's up? I'm going to do a pop quiz here in a little bit as well. What up, Robert? Odele. What up, Pedro? What up, D-Rock? All right, got a good crew to start things off this morning. As always, make sure you like. If you're on Facebook, give a reaction. I'll help the reach. We're going to try to spread the love. Like I said, we do have TJ Lance in the score report today. That's good. Everyone's kind of getting their fair share. I recorded Aaron doing a score report yesterday. That's going to air next week. And then we're probably going to get Matt in the mix. But if you talk to Matt, he'll be surprised if it's anything under a 10. Like, I don't know. I've been told it's the D that keeps him coming back. So, yeah, we'll see if that's a true number or not. That's all coming up. I got a couple pop quizzes for you, too. That's going to be some fun trivia that we're going to be doing, and so much more here on the sheet. And if you're on that Facebook there, Matt, on the Rock 102.1 page.
I'm on the Beef Vegan Presents page.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to share it off to there. All right. So you're chat amongst yourselves. I'm going to share the stream a little bit. We're going to be back here. Just a second. We didn't really go anywhere yet.
Are you going to take a trip around the moon?
Just take a trip around. What, in a giant penis ship?
Yeah. It's rated a 10.
Trip around the moon. Well, you know what? In fact, actually, I know that so many people have seen all these memes of the comparisons of Jeff Bezos and who's it? Oh, Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that went viral. I mean, that's everywhere. And it's spot on. It is spot on. And the timing couldn't have been better because Netflix just released all 3 Austin Powers movies on Netflix. So you're constantly reminded. People were reminded before he even took off. And they're like, wait a second, I've seen this before. Where did I see this? Oh, yeah. In The Spy Who Shagged Me. This son of a bitch pulled a Dr. Evil. And then is flying around in a rocket shaped after his penis. And Jon Stewart has a new show on HBO, and he released a skit on, and I should be able to play it for you, but I don't know. It's on Twitter. I don't know. Oh yeah, you gotta mute it. Yeah, I don't know if it's what is it, licensed or whatever. I don't know if it'll get pulled down if I do play the clip, but it's super funny. It stars Jason Alexander, who is George from Seinfeld, as Bezos. Lots of dick jokes. How can you not? I mean, it's an easy observation. In fact, that's the only observation. You look at this, a lot of people are joking, saying that Bezos and Jon Stewart did this too. Like, the rocket was designed after his actual penis. Like, you know, he's like, not girthy enough. Give me a rounder head. Things like that. So if you ever wanted to kind of picture what Jeff Bezos' penis might look like, look at Blue Orchid, and you kind of got a good idea.
Penis.
Just penis. All right, here we go. Also, when we get Todd Marley in studio, we're going to do another round of the last word. It's going to be Matt versus Todd. And see if Matt can add another W on the win column. We've been doing this every day amongst different cast members of the show.
What am I at? 1-1?
Yeah, I believe so. I got to pull up the record. I have it written down. And then we have Drum, who comes in for the Naked News and stuff. And she actually, well, she bombed yesterday. She lost miserably to Aaron.
Oh, man.
So I think Aaron's up 2-0. So
Drum.
I know.
Doing it for the ladies out there.
I know. She's trying to do it for the ladies. Well, speaking of the ladies, I think Mari is 2-0. Yeah, Mari is 2-0. So her and Aaron are tied for first right now, undefeated. And Mari won back-to-back games against D-Rock. So blame it on D-Rock for losing. But, yeah, she did great.
What was the game?
Huh?
What was the game?
Well, there's 2 games. There was a hum off, right? So I did this to give away tickets. It was super fun. And I considered doing it today as well, but I don't know what time exactly Todd's getting in here. Yeah. And they each had songs that had the hum. They each put together 4 songs that they needed the hum. Okay. And then I had 2 contestants call in. And basically the contestants were on each other's team. So D had David, I believe. So it was Team Double D. And then Mari had, I think, Candace or Candy. So girl, it ended up being like an inadvertent battle of the sexes, which was cool. So how the game would work is Mari would hum songs, and then Candace would try to guess what song she's humming. Okay. And then the player with the highest score would win the game. And Mari ended up humming her songs more correctly. I think she picked better songs, especially for this format. Yeah. D kind of, just didn't really. Hey, he chose deep tracks. He chose songs that he loved, but like a Blink-182 song that just like I don't know if they're gonna get that reference. Right.
Did you do that in honor of Biz?
Oh, why? Because he would hum? No,
because he hum and beatbox.
Yeah. I could have said that, but no, it wasn't. Yeah. I did love Biz Markie. I shared my Biz Markie story.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I want to hear it.
Well, it was playing Just a Friend and saving like the bar I was working at from breaking out into an all-out riot. Yeah, I'll tell you here in a second. As I get ready for this 45.
All right.
I like this conversation piece that I'm going to set up here. All right. Just sharing that Facebook stream all over the place. All right, we got 20 seconds. Mari is the best hummer, for sure. Super good. Rock 102.1 KFB. Oh. Hold on. I just screwed up I'm talking all over this commercial here. All right. Hey, welcome back to the show. Sorry. It's a Wednesday. Just messing this up. I got a question that I asked. I came across this survey, and it actually reminded me of a couple times that I saw red flags in girls I was talking to that it really made no sense in hindsight that I would call these deal breakers. But the question is, what is the pettiest reason you ever rejected someone? Now, I'm going to give you a couple of examples, Matt. And then if you have any examples as to why you rejected somebody that you considered petty in hindsight, definitely let me know. Because I have a couple myself that are just silly, just straight up silly. But we'll get into this, okay? This was a Reddit thread. So see, here's some of the best comments that I came across. A girl wrote, he dropped something and said, whoopsie. And as soon as he said whoopsie, she's like, I'm out. Not doing it. Right?
How dare you come here to say whoopsie?
Yeah. Whoopsie. Well, that's not, it's going to be hard to, get that mojo back. Be like, that's not alpha. Right. Not at all. Another comment said, I broke up with my 8th grade boyfriend right before Christmas so I wouldn't have to buy him a gift. Now, I have been on both sides of that fence.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And in fact, actually, it's something that I call being a holiday hoe. I've been in relationships. It's easy to get into a relationship around November. It's the easiest time of year. That and right before Valentine's Day. Okay. Before Valentine's Day, because people don't want to be single on Valentine's Day. They want a sure thing.
Part of cuffing season.
Exactly. And then, of course, around Thanksgiving, it's the holiday season. So if you start dating somebody in November, that's a few weeks. You're almost guaranteed a gift, a present. And I've dated girls who've literally broken up with me right after the holidays. After they got their present, they're out the door. So the holiday hoe, I do not fall for anymore. Very hesitant. And in fact, that I've been with my girl now, year and a half, something like that.
Oh.
Didn't buy her anything the first Christmas. I didn't trust it. And we were together at that point 8 months. But I'm like, just in case you're just in for the long con.
You didn't get her something small? Like, here's a...
No, I got her stuff. But, I hesitated. I hesitated there, Matt. I was like, I don't know. It's been 8 months. Well, okay. Well, I'll give her 8 months worth of stuff. All right.
I think the pettiest thing I've done. So I used to work the door when I was a lot bigger at certain little bars. There was this guy came in, real jerk, real just downtown, just personality.
Yeah.
And so he got on my nerves, and I told him he can't come in with these shoes. Now, we're in Tucson, Arizona. We don't have those kind of like things.
Right.
You can't, but he had bright yellow Pumas on. And I'm like, there's no way you're going to come in here with these bright yellow Pumas. Get up out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, my shoes? What? He was outraged. But, what are you going to do? Like, and he must have been like so upset because I'm like, well, I'm 5'7".
Yeah.
And at this time, I'm a little stocky, but he obviously could have gave me a hard time. But
he didn't.
I got other big guys with me, so what's up?
Exactly. Yeah, there's
Get out of here
crew.
with your yellow shoes.
You don't want to mess with the bouncers. I've been denied entry into clubs because of my shoes as well, but just because they look like scrub shoes, and they're just like, no, sorry. I'm not a big fan of that. That's actually a way. That's a whole nother discussion, to be honest with you. But that's a way that nightclubs and bars can racially discriminate, is to imply dress codes, and that's usually what it's for.
And I felt super bad, but he had bright yellow Pumas and a bright yellow pickup truck parked right in front of our door and act like he ran the place. So you have to go.
Yeah, he was too much of a douche. We got a no douche policy. All right, I'm not mad at that. All right, a couple other examples here on this Reddit thread. He refused to eat any kind of vegetable at the age of 25. And that was enough for her to be like, I'm out. I'll give you two examples of reasons why I broke up with girls that may be considered petty. First, there was a girl who I was dating who had eyelashes on her car around the headlights.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I was done. There's no way. I couldn't perform in bed after that. There's no way. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to have to drive your car at some point with eyelashes. And it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And inside the car was all dressed like tiger and leopard print, design.
Usually those girls love Disney movies a little bit too much.
Right.
There's definitely not to generalize anybody who likes Disney, but for those of you who are like 40 singing Frozen.
Right.
That's you.
It was too kiddie and too gaudy at the same time.
Yeah.
And then another petty reason, and I have a list of so many different petty reasons that I've been like, I'm out. I was making up excuses left and right in my younger age. But another reason was because she was such a bad speller in text message that she was like, she wouldn't abbreviate. It wasn't like spelling the B and the number 4 as before. It was that she was just so bad at spelling. She was so dumb. And it irritated me so much to where I was like, I can't pursue this any longer. She's, I just know that I'm going to end up hating having conversations with her or anything because she's that stupid. So
let me find out it was just because of how she said there that she left her alone.
little things like that. There's a difference between there, and there, but if she would not even spell any of the 3 correctly, it would be some obscure throwing together letters at a board and be like, that's there. Anyways, here's a couple more examples. She kept putting ellipses everywhere in text. He held his knife like a pen, and she had the same name as my mom. So these are some petty reasons. If you have any petty reasons that you've broken it off with somebody, comment on the stream or give me a call, 600 KFMA. We have the score report coming up in about 30 minutes, but when we return, I got more. I got so much more. I have a story of a one-woman fight club that Matt's going to share with us that you don't want to miss. It's coming up next, so go nowhere. Clear. All right. See, I feel like I'm starting to hit my stride. I mumble, I stutter, I do a little bit of that.
But that makes it real.
Yeah. I'm just being real, everybody. It's part of my character.
Exactly.
That's the consultants say. I'm not going to get into that on the air. I had a discussion. I did have my PD be like, I heard you were talking smack about me and the consultant the other day. And,
no.
And I was like, I wasn't talking smack. I was going on my Rock 102.1 rant. But I was establishing, my character, my motive. I was rallying the troops. There was several different reasons why I did it. And it was entertaining and a little bit funny, if you ask me.
In wrestling, they call that quick heat.
Right. And then I asked, I was like, did you see it? No. Oh, I'm like, oh, okay. So you're going to comment on it? Like you're upset at something I did, but you're not even going to take the time to listen or watch the clip. I posted it in its own video clip on YouTube. Like that entire rant is not even part of the podcast. It's literally like, here's 6 minutes of beef talking shit. Do you want to hear it? So I can send you the link so you can check it out. And
Right.
He's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, well, then I don't know what you're complaining about. You have you could watch it. Like that's the only thing. That was my argument. I was like, I don't want you to be upset over hearsay. Yeah. I want you to watch something and decide if you should be upset or not.
Yeah.
Is that not a fair thing to ask for?
I mean, if you were in court, they would ask you bring up the video as evidence.
Yeah,
so,
right.
I mean,
and honestly, I don't think I crossed the line there. I mean, I rocked the boat, but I didn't cross the line.
Rock the boats.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
so you see 640, right?
I am yes.
Good.
That's wild. Oh my God, look at her face.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to hit the reset, get behind the scenes here for a second. Comment amongst yourselves and don't go anywhere because we got a good show lined up for you this morning. We'll be right back. Beef Vegan Presents. Oh, yeah.
I love how you put under the picture. We're school just around the corner.
Yeah. Oh, I know. That's a different thing. That's a liner.
I know, but it's
read.
like,
yeah.
It's like maybe she just needed more school.
Yeah, she definitely did. That's right. Should. right, we got a couple minutes. Pop quiz, hot shots. Let's do this. We got a pop quiz. In fact, actually, I'm going to change my bed music here so I can go pop quiz style on your ass. Pop's quiz style. All right, if you know the answer to these, make sure you comment, and then I'll post the winning answer on the stream. You get bragging rights. All right. That's not what I want. This is the one I want. All right, here's our pop quiz. Our first question in today's pop quiz. How many times does the average human poop in a day? Now I'm saying average human. You may be above average or below average. Keep that in mind. So pop quiz. How many times does the average human poop in a day? Fix my title there. All right, looking at the comments here. Our first correct answer is gonna be on Facebook. Tim Barkley, you got it right on the money. 3 times, which I'm jealous of that. Oh my God, I'm so jealous of that. I would love to go, breakfast, lunch, and dinner poo a day. But yeah, 3 times. Some people saying 2. Derek says 13. You got to get your bowels checked then. All right. After Taco Bell 10. All right. So, yes, Barkley with the correct answer. 3 is the correct answer. The average person poops 3 times. All right. Next question. What is the smallest bone in the human body? And don't say my penis. There's no bones there.
I heard the average person.
5. What? 6 times. Say it into the mic so everyone can hear you.
The average person is what I read is supposed to poop 6 times a day with a good fiber diet.
Ugh. I don't think I had that much time. I mean, if I was pooping 6 times a day, I wouldn't have any time to do anything else.
I think with like all the fiber from vegetables, it'll just like slide out.
Still.
Yeah, it's almost just like
right.
Going one.
I need a specific bone name. The question that we have in this pop quiz question right now is, what is the smallest bone in the human body?
Pinky toe?
Nope.
Oh.
There you go. Okay. Todd, what time you coming in, man? Stapes. There you go. So the Todd Marley got that right. He's the taco doc. Yeah. He's the taco doc on Twitch. So look at him. Knowing bones. All right. Here's the next question. See if you guys can get this one right. How many teeth does a dog have? Do you know this one off the top of your head?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to say 50.
You're going to say 50. I would love, if you're counting your teeth, you're going to be like, wow, man, those dogs. 50's a high number. I'll tell you right now.
You ever seen a dog show all of its teeth?
Yes.
That's what makes me think, like, that's a lot of teeth.
Yeah.
Down, boy.
Barkley saying 69. It's not 69.
Great number, though.
Yeah. Dean Durr is close. Very close.
What did he say?
He said 27. But that's incorrect. And Taco Doc, he said, or Todd said 42, but he's stoned. So he just dropped a 0 on 420. He's just guessing. And he's incorrect. But Troll Quality said 42 as well. So both these guys said that, but that's not the answer I'm seeing. I could double check it. The answer that I got, and Eva said 30, and she's close, but she's over. Dean is close, but he's under. So I'm eliminating things here. So there's basically 2 numbers it could be. Tricky.
Pop quiz.
That's the pop quiz hot shot. Let's see. You guys are taking too long to give me this answer. I want to move on to the next question. All right. Rick and Eva are saying 29. Both of you are over. You're not saying what breed. I don't think it matters. All right. Cheryl's correct. 28 teeth on average. $20 for small dogs, Todd says, and it does matter. Well, okay. Well, Jesus. Wait till you come in here to start busting my balls about this stuff. All right. You're going to have to Google this because I don't even know how to pronounce the answer right. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's because I'm the everyman. I'm just being real. I can't read. It's so relatable. All right. What are people who love eating ice called? What are people who love eating ice called? There's an actual term for it. Not just psycho.
I was about to say sociopath.
Yeah, exactly. What are people who love eating ice called?
I'm disappointed that you broke up with a girl who couldn't spell.
Hey, because I'm dumb. I'm already dumb. And if she was going to be crazy dumb, like even dumber than me, then
how are we supposed to grow?
Yeah, my fear was I would accidentally breed with her and have the dumbest kid ever. And I couldn't do that. I could not do that.
Thank you.
I didn't want stupid breeding stupid.
Society thanks you.
They should thank me. They should thank me. So there was, honestly, for someone as dumb as myself, to have intelligence as a deal breaker is, I know, it doesn't make sense, but I'm a contradiction. All right, 15 seconds. We're going to get into your story. You ready, Matt?
Let's do it.
All right, cool. I'll reveal the answer here in a second. Nobody got it right, though. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents. I'm hanging out here with my good friend, Matt, man. And we got a story that we have to share with you. So let me hit the little intro here. Let's go.
Breaking news. From Main Street to your street.
I think you just blew this thing wide open.
God, I love the local news. Every summer, they tell me how to beat the heat, and every summer it works.
So, what are we doing? Are we just jumping right into this? Or
All right, Matt, what's the word on the street? What do we got?
Oh, man, Beef. It's so sad because it's like Chicago, being the beautiful city that it is, it has a long history of just violence, dating back all the way to like the Prohibition days. Right. And it continues on. This woman, pretty young woman, say that.
Yeah.
So she gets into her own one-woman fight club.
Really?
Chicago woman, of course, it being Chicago, she was arrested for beating herself up. And you know how much money she did this for this fight club?
$12.
A $12 bet. And now she's ending up paying $4,000 in these self-inflicted medical bills.
Oh, man, I'm imagining Jim Carrey right now. Like, what are you doing? I'm kicking my own ass, man.
Real talk. So you know what happens? Police get called. They burst in through the door. They try to, calm her down, take care of her, and arrest her, obviously. Right. What she does, she continues to fight club. She runs, she drops a crowbar. Let me just mention that. She hits herself in the face with the crowbar numerous times. Busts the face.
Yeah, slow it down for me. Okay, so she started beating her ass with her hands, and then she started working towards weapons?
Yes, man.
And with the crowbar was hitting herself in the face?
You remember Fight Club when my man was getting punched all in the face and laughing? It was something similar to that.
Oh, no.
So worst thing is, police come in there. They say, hey, get on the floor, put the crowbar down. She listens. She puts the crowbar down, but she doesn't get on the floor. You know what she does? She runs into the wall head first, yelling, take that. And then obviously some obscene language. But young Jenny, yes, Jenny, 33 years old, prime of her life. You know why she did this? You know why she got $12 for this?
Why?
Because her stepfather, not even blood. But
not blood, no, but just the guy that's banging her mom.
But stepfather's playing an important role, but so important and not that important to want you to harm yourself. So he paid her $12 to beat herself up, only to do what, Beef?
What?
Call the police on her.
Oh, no.
That's the only reason 12 came. That's the only reason police came and got young Jane, broke up her one-woman fight club. So heartbreaking. Like, why would you make me do this? Young Jenny has a huge lump on her head.
Yeah, I'm looking at the picture. I got to share it here on the stream so people could see what's going on. It's ridiculous. Like, she won. If she was, fighting against herself, she won that fight. Hardcore. It is ridiculous. Look at if you can see this picture on the stream, which I know you can.
She looks like a Gumby character. So,
oh yes, so she
know,
won so hardcore. This is ridiculous.
But shout out to her having such a positive attitude towards this. Only someone from Chicago could. She said, "I knew I could beat myself up, even though I'm pretty tough. I wanted to really show my stepfather that I wasn't afraid of myself." So I think there was some resentment there to like, you know what? I don't know.
Yeah, you think?
you think I'm a chump?
Resentment, yeah.
Take that. Like, yo, I'm beating myself up and you can call police.
She got arrested for beating herself up. I didn't think you could assault yourself. Why did she get arrested?
For self-harm.
For self-harm
and destruction of private property. So it's like, you want me to beat myself up, but listen, if you're going to challenge me and you want to turn this into a fight club, your private property, I'm about to tear it all up.
Wait a second. So that means if it's destruction of private property, that means someone had to press charges. Did her stepdad bet her $12 to beat herself up and then press charges against her?
My man, it sounded like he set her up.
Oh, no.
He set her up, man.
Well, boo that, man.
Yeah,
that's
boo.
Seriously the a-hole of the week here.
You know what she broke, though, while hurting herself, mind you?
What?
It was a coffee table.
Yeah, this is Fight Club.
It's a coffee table.
This is Chris Farley going all full Farley, and just falling back onto the table. I wish I could have saw it. In fact, if she would have live streamed it, she could have sold that fight to like Showtime's Thriller. She could have been a main event. It's a better fight than Jake Paul. So.
Right. Well, while she is paying these $4,000 in medical expenses, and she looks like a Gumby character, she has multiple skull fractures, lost several teeth, and it's probably just a little bit more damage on the inside. That the only little bit of trust she had from her stepfather to not call police is gone. So,
all right. Well, at least you got $12. Thank you, Matt, for reporting that. When we come back, we got a big surprise. 2020 set records for negative emotions. Not surprised. We'll tell you more about that next on Beef Vegan Presents.
Oh, man, I forgot to mention.
What's up?
I forgot to mention stun gun.
Oh, yeah. Okay, mention it now on the stream. What about the stun gun?
Police had to put her down with a stun gun.
That's how crazy she was.
Yeah, she didn't. I thought she got on the floor willingly. No, she got shot down with a stun gun.
All right, streamers, based on that story, I want you to guess the drug. What drug was she on?
Bath salt. She's bringing it back. 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Let me eat your face.
Yep. Let's see. D said, I'm willing to bet. I'm guessing if she's willing to beat her own ass for $12, she ain't got a lot of teeth to lose. Yeah. That's true. And, Eva says bath salts as well.
Bath salts is fair.
Yep. So does Nick. They're all agreeing. This is a bath salts kind of deal. Manny says meth, but Nick says bath salts, and Troll Quality says bath salts. So, yeah. Crazy.
See, I feel like with meth, you have to have someone really pulling the trigger. You have to just that's not like a bad answer, but with bath salts, it's just you eat it and you just wild out.
Right.
What is it? Like the drug we were talking about last week. It's like the DMT, but not. It's like with bath salts, I feel like you go to a different place.
Oh, ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the gangster version of ayahuasca.
I mean, for $12, you can get 3 bags of bath salts, I believe. I don't think it's expensive.
I mean,
and then Manny got the answer right. People who eat ice are called pagophagiac. See, you know what I mean? Can you read that on the stream? You see that? It's PAGOPHAGIAC. That's why I said I could not pronounce it.
I'm gonna get it right now. I can't find it.
Yeah. But Manny on the YouTube. That's the answer, Nick. And for those of you still wondering, who did good? Who answered that last pop quiz question correctly? All right, I'm going to hit the reset. I'm going to be back with our next segment and a whole lot more. So keep it right here and comment amongst yourselves. So this helps. Talk 4 co-hosts and guests instead of letting them doing that, going down side rows or create circular conversations. Now the co-host role, just because you're not the mic one doesn't mean your role is less important. Next one we have. You doing spin class? All right. We are back. Got about 30 seconds to this next segment, and we'll do another pop quiz right after that segment as well. Is there dad jokes being posted on here? I like that. If Forrest Gump ran a property management company, what would it be called? Nick said, New Tenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Good job there, Nick. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's do this. Rock 102.1 KFMA, it's Beef Vegan Presents. Came across this. It's no surprise to anybody who's I don't know, been alive the past 18 months, which all of us have been. But according to a recent study, a Gallup poll just released their annual negative experience index, which tracks like bad vibes worldwide in more than 100 countries. And last year, the world was feeling the worst it had in 15 years.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like 15 years?
In 15 years. Yeah, that is surprising, though. Only 15 years? Like, oh, it was what was 15 years? I guess it was 2021. I mean, that was before the financial collapse 2008.
I was about to say the last recession.
Yeah, but no, it was before the last recession. In fact, there was a bounce back. I mean, I knew a lot of dummies who were making a lot of money in the mortgage game before that crash. So around 2006, yeah, they were doing great. They were on a high, but I guess the rest of us were not. The total index score for 2020 was a 32, which despite everything that went down last year was only 1 point higher than 2019. So
being cooped up in the house, man, will definitely do that to you.
Yeah. So the good news, there's good news, bad news. Okay. The bad news is, we were miserable last year. The good news is we're miserable every year. Life sucks. Things have been terrible for quite some time. So even a pandemic on a global scale won't really bring us that much down. For what it's worth, the average score between 2006 and 2012 was 24, but it's gradually been rising ever since. So last year's 32 has been the highest so far. 4 in 10 adults worldwide said they were experiencing worry and stress last year. Most of them probably because they got laid off.
Yeah.
29% experiencing physical pain. Those people probably got COVIDs. And 27% were dealing with sadness, and 24% were experiencing anger. Let's call that the election. The highest negative experience index score was in Iraq, which had a 53. So that doesn't surprise me. They're surrounded by war, and just things aren't good in Iraq.
Right.
Taiwan had the lowest score with a 13, and they didn't even provide an exact score for the U.S., but a color-coded chart. It looks like we're roughly in the middle.
Huh.
So
13. Shout out to Taiwan for keeping it cool.
I guess, yeah, something about, I don't know, the Mai Tais and sex workers. I don't know what it is that makes Taiwan such a happy place.
Not just a simple living, just sex workers. Yeah. This one's for you.
Sorry, that's what I think of when I think of Taiwan. That's my bad. All right, we got the score report with DJ Lance coming up next. Make sure you go nowhere. Clear. Yeah, I went straight to sex workers. Like, oh. My bad.
Oh, man.
All right, we got a couple minutes, so let's finish off our pop quiz here. You guys are in for that? Gotta get my bed music going. Boom, bada boom. Here we go. All right, pop quiz, hot shots. All right, here's the question. What was Walt Disney afraid of?
Black.
Oh, good answer. Good answer. That's not what I'm looking for, but good answer.
That one just slipped out.
What was Walt Disney afraid of? Comment if you know the answer. Matt already took black people, so you can't guess that one. Eva, you're right. Mice. Walt Disney was afraid of mice. Ironically, built an empire off of them. It's like Batman being afraid of bats.
What? Mickey Mouse, was that his way of like dealing with mice?
Apparently.
Make him happy?
Yeah, something. Yeah. He turned his fear into, international brand. All right. What were the first ice hockey pucks made out of? Here's your question. What were the first ice hockey pucks made out of? I found this interesting. Speaking of ice hockey pucks, I'm going to have the president of the Tucson Roadrunners in 8:30 on Friday, Bob Hoffman. He's a good buddy of mine, really good guy. He's going to be talking about the NHL draft party they're holding at the TCC that Friday night. Nick says rubber. That is incorrect. Mecca says human heads. So close. So close. Human heads. You're crazy.
Crazy.
All right, what we got here? Oh, so close. So close. Let's see. Bone, not right. There we go. Troll quality. Human or cow dung. Cow dung was the answer. Does that make sense? I don't know why that makes sense. It just makes sense. For whatever reason. All right. Next question in our pop quiz. Oh, yeah. I should do emotional news. Yeah. So, like, I have this bed music right here.
Yeah.
Let you hear. Yeah, and it gets me emotional, right? So, like, I could read a story. I'll give you an example.
Or something sexy, like either way. Like,
oh, yeah? You think
I can
sounds sexy?
Put the voice on for you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a 10.
I'm a 10 in bed. What's up, ladies?
Respectfully.
Yeah. I'll play, like, this is an example. I got to pick a random news story, and then I'm going to try to be overly emotional in delivering it. All right, maybe the white boy Rick story.
I'm white boy Rick, and I sell dope.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Let's see if I get it. Might be too early to try to pull this off, but you know what? Excuses are for losers. Winners try and fail. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. Emotional news, girl.
You can't spell.
Real story. I can't read either. A Detroit area man who's decades in prison for drugs worked as an informant, inspired the movie White Boy Rick. He just filed a lawsuit on Tuesday seeking $100 million, claiming he was coerced for assisting police.
Detroit doesn't have
while he was just a helpless teenager. White Boy Rick served roughly 30 years in prison in Michigan before his release in 2017, followed by more years in a Florida prison for unrelated crime.
They trying to kill me. I gotta get out.
His life was the basis of the 2018 film White Boy Rick, starring Matthew McConaughey And Richie Merritt,
That movie
nobody saw it.
The movie was terrible.
Yes. The title reference was his nickname in his younger days, a nickname that he seriously dislikes. His attorney said that the Detroit... Oh, see, I lost it. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Too soon. Maybe I'll try it again. I like you P. Diddying it, though. That was nice. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, okay?
That's right.
Yeah. Let's see the comments on that. Nope. And Todd said, you trying to be sexy isn't emotional news. I'm not trying to be sexy. I was trying to be overly emotional reading a story.
That's me.
The Gladden's like, you never had it. Okay. Yeah, I'm lost. Okay. I'm working on it. It's just I'm fleshing out the idea. And maybe we'll go back to the drawing board on that one. Boohoo White Boy Rick is I'll be glad you still have a tongue.
Yeah, right.
That's true. That's true.
You know what's crazy with that beat and the way that you like started to deliver it? It sounded like one of those sad rap songs. Let me tell you a little story about a girl I know.
Yeah. And that's kind of like the idea that I had behind it. And Todd, I don't know. I don't think you know what real emotions are, except for anger. Let's see. There we go. Just put it in the trash and take the trash out. Oh no, Nick. Honestly, there's a way that I could polish this up. It ain't over. It ain't over till it's over. All right, Death by Rock and Roll. All right. I know you're just playing. We'll get there. All right. I should have.
Am I wrong for thinking Hoda is a little baddie? I mean, she's tall. She hates short guys, but
Talking to you, Mike.
oh, see, I was just thinking out loud. But am I wrong for thinking Hoda is a little baddie?
Hold on the Today Show. She'd be a freak.
She doesn't like short people. And I think she's like she's a little stank personality wise. But if she was just prepared to like open up to me, like emotionally, I think me and Hoda have something real.
Well, I mean, if you give her that 10,
I think if I just had to give her a mimosa, and it's just like, you know, Hoda, like, let's just talk to each other on like a.
she does like the party.
She does. She doesn't have Kathy Lee anymore to like.
Nope.
Be her bad influence. So here, Hoda.
Yeah, here, Hoda.
Here's some orange juice. Talk to me. Why do you hate short people? Shorter people. See? I know.
Well, we'll look her up. Look her up to see how tall she actually is.
She's like 5'11", 6 foot. She's like definitely like Wendy Williams tall. Like, I mean, but I feel like that should be like the thing. Like, you're tall, you know, abnormally tall for a woman. So it's like maybe me. That's your little kick out of life.
Maybe.
Emphasis on little. Let's kick it.
Well, you guys are all the same height laying down, so
exactly. Like
Hoda,
Hoda, you were like 70. Her and who's Oprah's boo?
That's Gayle King.
Gayle King.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's just the like grandma wigs that I'm into.
Apparently, it sounds like.
Yeah.
I want to see exactly how this sounds again. All right, it's now my favorite time of the week. It's time for another round of the score report. Okay, I gotta do a tease here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. It is Wednesday, so that means we have another edition of the Score Report. It's coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents. Go nowhere. All right, that should have been clean. I think that's good.
Yeah, that was clean.
Yeah. And that super tease, man. Super tease.
How much time do we have?
How much time do we have? 3 minutes.
All right. I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Yeah, you got time. Yeah, in fact, actually, I mean, this is all pre-recorded bit, so I'm just gonna be like, "Pew," firing it off. All right. I love friends making friends on the stream. It's great. Doing pretty good there. 10 on the YouTubes, 1 on the Twitch, 14 on the Facebooks. Let's keep those likes going and do some shares. The score report. It's going to be a good one. Called up, Lance, the DJ, Mr. Partier. Of course, hooks up with a raver girl. So we called this girl Lexi, somebody Lance had a one-night stand with. She sounded adorable, which is cool. But what do you think Lance's true score really is on a scale of 1 to 10? Now, you see Lance, tall, skinny, long hair, DJ, bro. If I was to guess, I would guess these guys they pack heat, the tall, skinny ones. I know the girls know this. You got to watch out for those skinny guys. So, I would not be surprised if you did all right in the score report. Where do you see naked people everywhere, Gladden? I did Taco Tuesday. I did Enchilada Tuesday yesterday, actually. The waitress, where'd I go to? It's like Rosa's on Campbell. And she was like, "Oh, you like enchiladas?" Because I got the 3 enchilada plate. And I was asking about other enchiladas. Like, hey, what's up with these avocado enchiladas? What are those made of, right? Like, what comes with them, basically. And so she told me, and then I got this other 3 enchilada plate. And she's like, "Oh, you want all the enchiladas?" The way that she said it was like, "Oh, big boy, you like your tubes of cheese, do you?" I'm like, yes, I do. Now I feel fat. But they were delicious, and that place is great. I did wake up today with maybe I got a lot of fiber from those enchiladas because it's been flowing out of me.
Perfect thing to walk in.
Yeah. Welcome back to the conversation there, Matt. All right. Getting ready to do this score report.
If you watch baseball, or is it dying that bad?
I stopped watching baseball religiously after the strike in the 90s. It broke my heart.
Right.
When we did not have a World Series, and I was huge into baseball, collecting baseball cards, the whole nine, and Little League, everything. But it broke my heart. It took me forever to get back in. And
even when like Randy Johnson
seconds.
brought it up.
No, I watched a little bit of that. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the show. Now, on Wednesday mornings, we ask the question, how good are you in bed, really? And I came up with a theory saying the only person that's really going to be honest about your performance in bed is an ex-fling that you've hooked up with that has no feelings for you whatsoever. And then we track down that ex-fling and we ask them the question straight up on a scale of 1 to 10, how good is this person in bed? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the score report.
And then we started hooking up.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Someone tell me how to feel.
And there's a young Romeo now, and whoa, he has scored.
Beef Vegan presents the Score Report.
Score. All right, it's now my favorite time of the week. It's time for another round of the Score Report. This time, you know him well. He is a part of the show, Mr. DJ Lance Fairchild.
What's up, Beef? I'm glad to be in the hot seat.
Yeah, no, this is going to be an interesting one because DJ Lance is not only our youngest member of the show, but he is a certified rock star, musician, DJ, man around town, a tall, skinny dude, long hair. He looks like a rock star when he walks into the room. There was a few names we could have picked from when going to the Score Report. For those of you who don't know, we are asking an fling, I should say, a hookup, someone who has no romantic interest in you whatsoever after the hookup, to give you an honest score between 1 and 10, and we found one in Lexi, and I called her up to see if she'd be down to do
Lexi,
this.
oh my God. Oh,
What are some of your thoughts of Lexi?
Lexi's so sweet. She's very man, whenever I met her, I saw her in the club and I just had doe eyes. I was like, I know I gotta meet this girl. I gotta talk to her. I gotta bring her backstage, all that jazz.
And it was lust at first sight?
It was lust at first sight for sure.
Was it difficult to make a move, or did you guys just click right away?
You know what? I was a little nervous at first. Even though I do DJ around town, I definitely don't ever think of myself as the guy that the ladies are going to be into. So, I still get nervous when I talk to the ladies.
So on a scale of 1 to 10 for Lexi, what would you rate her?
I would say a light to decent 8.
Light to decent 8,
Yeah.
and that's her performance. What about her appearance?
Appearance, I would also say either an 8 or a 9, depending on how much I've had to
she sounds
do that night.
I mean, Lexi's a sexy name, a little raver girl. She sounds pretty hot, dude. All right, well, let's give her a call and see what she rated you. Now, did you guys end it on a good terms, or do you think she hates you?
You know what? I think it was pretty fine. I mean, we just kind of drifted apart. It was kind of one and done kind of situation.
Just a fun hookup.
Yeah, just a fun hookup.
Okay, well, yeah, let's find out what your score is going to be in the score report according to Lexi. I'll give her a call right now.
Hello.
Hello, Lexi.
Hi.
Hey, it's Beef Vegan from Beef Vegan Presents, and I'm here with Lance now.
Oh my God. Hi.
Hi, Lexi.
Now, Lexi sounds like she still kind of likes you, so I don't know if we're going to get a true score. Now, Lexi, are you currently in a relationship?
Yes, I am.
And are you in love with your man?
I'm getting there. We were pretty serious.
Okay, so you're not in a situation where you would leave him for Lance. You're pretty much committed, right?
I'd say so, yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good because we want to get down to what the real score will be. And sometimes, if there's still interest there, you might give him a couple extra points to kind of flatter him and build up his ego and try to bring him back. So I didn't want to be
any bias.
Right, 100% honest. Now, tell me, what happened the night that you met Lance and you guys hooked up?
Well, so, I was dancing with my girlfriends, and then I saw Lance walking what I was hoping towards me, and turns out he totally was. And he was just super sweet, definitely confident but not cocky. And, we just totally basically started eye banging, and then next thing you know, we're actually together, and it was just so magical and so, I don't know. It was he's one of those Kelso from that 70s show type, and it was just so chill, and it was super just very, very easy to hang, but just an all-around good time.
I'm going to tell you this, Lance. Before we even get into the score report, whenever a girl says magical, just in the description, that's usually a good sign. So, I'm feeling pretty good for you right now.
I'm feeling pretty good too. I think we definitely had some chemistry.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about science class.
I mean, what did you expect from Lance? Did you think going into hooking up with him that it was going to be magical?
Honestly, I didn't, just because his hair is so long, and I thought, oh my God, he's not going to know what to do. Because like I said, he's so sweet, but his confidence. But once the clothes came off, he was a total different person.
Oh, oof.
So
yeah, were you impressed by that?
I was very taken aback. It was just a good shocking moment. Because he looked one way and then performed another.
Oh wow. All right. Well, I mean, I think we got a lot of details here.
Absolutely.
I think it's time to reveal the score. So, Lexi, if I was to ask you on a scale of 1 to 10, how good DJ Lance Fairchild was in bed, what would you give him?
Well, I would have to give you, Lance, a 9.5.
Whoa!
Oh!
Breaking the scale.
Oh!
Yeah, high
Yeah.
five, buddy. Whoa.
That's a straight A right there.
Magical.
9.5.
Oh my
dude.
gosh, that's that. I mean, you know what? 10 is an unrealistic number anyway.
Hold on, wait a second, real quick. Now, I asked about his performance. I'm not asking about inches. Are you sure it's a 9.5 based off his performance?
Yes, and I won't. It's because of that. Don't get me wrong, your locks are super luscious, Lance, like so pretty. But because your hair was so long, it kept getting in my face and tickling my nose.
I can tell where my hair ended and yours began.
Yeah, though we
were swapping it.
You were intertwined, but okay, so
it was like being an avatar.
You know,
that's crazy. So you're saying
or like.
You're saying the only reason why he's not a perfect 10 is because his hair was too long and it was tickling your nose, so you had to take off half a point. That's insane.
Oh man, I'll sell off that half a point for these luscious locks.
Yeah, will you get a haircut now because you know that it's taking away from your performance?
You know what? I don't think it's taking that much away from my performance. I think, in fact, I think that's kind of my peacock feathers.
Yeah, okay, it's your peacock feathers.
It's my peacock feathers.
It does sound like, Lexi, if you weren't in a relationship and had feelings for your boyfriend or significant other, that you would have another night with DJ Lance. Am I wrong in assuming this?
No, maybe.
Oh,
there you go, man.
She's committed.
Yeah, well then
I respect that.
You kept that door open, and that's very impressive as well. So congratulations, Lexi. Thank you so much for being open and honest with us. I appreciate you calling in and giving Lance his score in the score report. That was fantastic. I'm impressed. And now this young man is my personal idol, someone I can look up to. And I'm very, very impressed, Lance. Once again, congratulations, my friend.
Oh, man. Round of applause.
And congratulations to you, Lexi. You got a 9.5. Oh, man, that must have been a good time, too. So I'm not taking away from that.
Thank you.
Even though Lance did say that you were an 8. So technically he's better in bed. But all right.
Not supposed to tell her that.
I'm sorry. Clear. All right, what'd you guys think of this week's score report? Let me know in the comments here. DJ Lance pulling out 9.5. And then Mike, you called it. She wants him again. Yeah, if you give someone a 9.5, that's pretty much an open door, right?
Magical and everything.
Yeah, magical. Give me a break. I was like, he's the Chris Angel of banging. I don't believe it.
Pulling all kind of bats and swords.
Yeah. I almost kicked him out of the studio when she said that. It wasn't even his fault. I was like, get out of my face. Magical. Ugh. Yes, Nick, you were way wrong. You were thinking he was going to be a 2. And Eva, sounds like he was a fun time. Uh-oh. He's like, hey, give me some of that 9.5, Lance. Yeah, next week we go the opposite route. We will go from rock star to, friendly, shy guy, Aaron. See how he does. He is the typical nice guy.
Yeah.
He has that vibe and everything. And, he's a great guy. He has a gorgeous girlfriend. She's awesome. I love hanging out with them both. And so it made me wonder. It's like, you got to be decent to be, to lock down this girl.
It's the quiet ones.
Yeah.
It's the surprises you get from them.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, Spencer said that was great. The segment will take off. Makes me think of War of the Roses. Yeah, this is my personal Whore of the Roses, as I like to call it. So,
as I like to call it.
Yeah.
War of the Roses.
But, we're going to be running through our cast members here pretty soon. So, if you guys have a hookup and you got the guts enough to step up to the plate to take this score report, good, bad, or indifferent.
It's wild. Like, are you really friends with your exes? I think that needs to be a segment. Like, how many
exes am I friends with?
Yeah, exactly.
A few, quite a few, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I still even, I hung out with one with her new boyfriend and my girlfriend. We're just the four of us partying.
No lie.
Yeah, and that was within the last like 6 months.
Okay.
And that was a girl, who was like, like we dated. It was like that kind of thing. It wasn't like full-blown relationship, but we hung out and, we're dating for, on and off for like over a year.
Okay.
And she's chill and she's good. It just, didn't click on all those levels and stuff. And it was,
right.
It worked out for her in the long run. She found a good guy and, was chilling. It was a little weird a couple times, she made it weird a couple times, like talking about me in front of her like boyfriend, like, but I don't have feelings for you anymore. And we're just like, we both look at each other like
it's like, what do you say? Like how awkward was it? Was she like talking about your like performance in bed? Like,
no, not necessarily.
Beef was this, that, and the other.
Right. I mean, I did. All right. If I asked her in the score report, I would assume I'm over 5. I could be wrong, but I mean, it was good enough to keep coming back.
I'm thinking it's weird. Me and my exes, like, even the ones that then end bad, we just don't speak anymore.
Right.
So it's like, I'm thinking if that score report comes around this way, who do I call?
Yeah, well, it is coming around that way, so you got to come up with an answer here soon.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I might have to spring into something and get a report. Like,
yes.
Hey,
and
yesterday.
Again, I mean, Lexi kind of bent the rules there because even though she was in a full-blown relationship, I'm looking for people who don't have feelings for that person anymore.
She said she didn't have feelings, didn't she?
That's what she said. But at the same time,
yeah.
exactly. Maybe she doesn't have feelings, but if Lance hit her up for a booty call, I think on the DL, she would cheat on her man.
Yeah. She sounded like she
100%
magical. When you use power words like that, like magical, then it's
right. If I flipped the script and started asking her about her current boyfriend, do you think her current boyfriend would beat the score of 9.5? I don't think so. There's reliable dick, and then there's good time D.
Right.
And I think Lance brings that good time D. There's nothing reliable about it.
It's like when you're a DJ and your whole life is just based off rhythm. I mean,
right.
Magical moments.
He's an EDM DJ, so the way he humps is boom, boom. Yeah. It's nothing but the Pound Town.
You gotta have stamina.
Yeah, he's got no slow songs in his playlist. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like so, and he's young. And it's great. Going to Pound Town is a good time, but you gotta switch it up, guys. That's from my experience.
Pound Town and
yeah. So Rick's like, call my girlfriend, but my girlfriend, I talked about it with my girlfriend, and she would give me a 10 overall. Obviously, she's my girlfriend, but my theory in relationships, and this is why we're looking for hookups, not relationships. Because if you're in a relationship with someone, then you run the entire gamut of there's going to be times where you're a 10, there's going to be times you're a 1, and everything in between, if you're doing it so many times over the course of years, right?
Well, I feel like that's like where the honesty of a relationship is tested, because it's like my girl will give me good, she'll critique my performance to give me like a good, like, some good things,
some good pointers.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
pointers.
yeah.
I was like, and it's like, yo, slow down, chill out.
Yeah,
I'll be in war mode. You getting out to the gym or whatever, you're used to like moving at a certain pace. So it's like, yeah, I'm pumped up, sweating, let's do it. And it's like, yo, I'm not the gym.
I think a lot of guys make that mistake, especially guys that are packing.
Yeah.
They want to go in and cause damage, and that can prevent girls from going back for another round.
Right, because they're like, yo, this hurts.
Yeah, man.
Like, yo,
yeah,
this does not feel good for me in any way. So it's like, yo, you gotta relax.
Right.
I saw something though, the sex doctor.
Yes.
Orderly. So I learned a lot from her too. She's great. That's why I be gassing myself up, because I'm like, yo, she's giving me all the keys. But she was like, do you get on your like game controller and like rub that really fast?
Right.
I'm thinking like, depends on the game.
Yeah, depends on the game. You obviously don't play games.
Exactly, Ruth.
Yeah, you got to be quick.
But I get what she was saying. It was like when you like push on certain buttons, be gentle and go slow. It's like, okay,
right,
I got you.
I'll tell you what.
Red Dead Redemption doesn't allow you to go slow though, ma'am. So.
No. Well, if you're riding your horse. and just following that trail. Be like, oh, I'm going to go to the left here, go to the right,
I
go to
always
the left.
I killed my horse plenty of times.
Yeah. I will tell you this, though. One of the advantages of doing morning radio for so many years, you come across with so many pieces and studies and advice columns about relationships and sex in general. And I've reported on all of them because, I'm a straight up perv. We know this. But I've gathered a lot of information and knowledge over those years and utilized it. And it's definitely helped me from everywhere from stroke style to stamina and everything in between. And even just, being a better quote unquote partner.
Yeah.
Is literally reading these surveys and studies for over a decade. It took that long for it to sink in. And and it still doesn't make me like king dingaling, but I got a little bit of swing.
But you're a lot better than what you were previous.
Yeah, before I started.
And that's what it's all about. It's about growth.
Yeah.
It's about
this is as far as I can grow, Matt.
I'm saying if your stroke game is proper, then I mean you can hide a lot of like flaws.
Yes.
So yeah.
And we're coming up after this song, which I think
shoulders and hips.
This is a good question for the streamers out there. Was there any place or anything in particular that taught you to be a better lover? I'll give you an example. I remember seeing the documentary Porn Star, The Legend of Ron Jeremy. Now, it sounds like Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. If it does, it's because that's where Anchorman got its inspiration for the title. So this documentary came out of Ron Jeremy before he, was revealed to be a dirty rapist and sexual offender and is currently awaiting prison sentence. But before that, he was a legendary porn star who was in hundreds of, not thousands of adult films since the 70s. But he still had a problem holding back from reaching orgasm. And he came up with the little trick. So when he would get close to climaxing, he would think of just the most vile things possible, like dogs, run over dogs, his dead grandmother, things like that, right? Just think of something, get yourself out of your head and, in a way, and just think like baseball stats and things like that. And he talked about this and how he would do that. And literally from that moment on, from watching that, I utilized that and it added like 10 to 15 minutes to my game, instantly.
Winning.
Yeah, that was a win. So that was the turn. And it was all because of that documentary. Sabo says my friend's strip club and after hours meetings. That was the turning point. It turned you into a better lover. But I know that I can attribute that documentary
what's the name of it?
Porn Star.
Okay.
The Legend of Ron Jeremy. And it's good.
He just got in trouble recently, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's just a sex offender.
Oh man.
And I met him in person. The guy's a super creep, but
is it?
Yeah, and he's like Danny DeVito's height. I mean, they call him the Hedgehog, but he is like 5'2", short and round.
Imagine he just breathes really heavily, like he doesn't understand like personal space.
Well, yeah,
no. Just breathe on your shoulder.
Well, I mean, even if you're standing, even when you're standing like 3 feet away from him, he can still touch you with his dick. So that's how big his wang was. It's very weird how the universe balances itself out. They're like, we're going to make you 5 feet tall and ugly, but we're going to give you a huge wang and you're going to have sex with lots of hot women over your life. And he's like, deal. This is before he came out. Yeah. His penis is so big. There's a story in there. His mom's talking about how the nurses were like, oh, I wish my husband had that when he was born.
Oh, man.
They're talking about his massive hog as an infant. Now, let's get back to the show real quick.
Shout out for him being alive still, years of abuse.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's Beefy and Presents. Hope you enjoyed the score report. We'll do a replay of DJ Lance talking with Lexi at 9:00 if you missed it. But first, destination weddings are probably one of the most annoying things that you could kind of have to go through. And modern adult, problems, right? It's like you're hanging out, you got some friends from like high school, then you get this invitation like, hey, we're gonna get married in Cancun or halfway around the country. Can you spend $5,000 to come see us get married? I find that annoying. I actually missed out on a lot of weddings for the sake of destination weddings. It's the best way to eliminate me from the guest list. Even if you invited me to a wedding and you said it was on the east side of Tucson, I'd be like, that's too far of a drive. I'm going to have to miss this one. If you Skype it, I'll watch a little bit. But these destination weddings, man, I just went to Hawaii as a tag along because they were going there for a destination wedding. And, tons of people get married in Hawaii all the time. But again, that's one of those things where it's like you're asking your guests to spend a bunch of money. And it's unfair to the poors, and I'm always been one of the poors. So it's always been unfair to me. Now, just imagine this, though. Okay. So you think Maui's bad or going to Taiwan to get married or anywhere around the world. In 2024, couples will be able to have their wedding inside a capsule carried by a football-sized stadium space balloon that floats 100,000 feet above sea level. So essentially, couples are going to be having weddings in space capsules by 2024. This is a real thing. There's a Florida-based firm called Space Perspective, and it's currently selling flights on its capsules for $125,000 that will gift voyagers insane views of Earth so you can get married in space. Now think about that destination.
I feel like that can go really wrong really fast.
Come on.
Like,
obviously, right?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
They say through sickness and in health and death or whatever. Yeah. And then like the balloon pops.
Until the balloon pops.
It's like, yeah, we're in space now.
I would get so mad. So mad if they tried to invite me to the space capsule. I mean, first off, I don't like destination weddings and I don't like heights. I definitely don't like the combination of two. So here's what you get. Like the capsule will take up to 8 guests. So literally you can invite guests to your wedding and it lasts about 6 hours. Now, that's just the wedding. I don't know if you're doing a reception and getting drunk on the way down, but they have that. Now, passengers will have at least their eyes on a 360-degree view of Earth while inside the capsule with a bathroom, bar, and onboard Wi-Fi, which is going to be pretty high speed because it's really close to those satellites up there. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, when I tell somebody I love you to like the end of the world and back, I don't mean that literally.
Yeah, you don't mean
I love you. I don't want to go up there.
Yeah,
like,
I mean horizontally. I mean around the ground.
Yeah, like I'll travel, on the planet.
On the planet, not above it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it started off with Bezos and Branson trying to take the little space flights, try to flex on the rest of us poors. But now this Florida-based company is like, hey guys, you can get married too. If you think taking the plunge, it's a legit plunge there.
Yeah. No.
It's insane.
Did you see how his ship dropped? I'm sorry.
No,
like when his ship plopped back down to Earth. That was like the roughest landing I've ever seen. Well, I mean, I'm sure they're all rough, but I'm not spending a whole bunch of money to just be plopped back on the ground.
That was a 10-minute flight.
Yeah.
A lot of people, yes, 10 minutes. $540 a minute is how $540 million a minute is how much it broke down to as far as cost is concerned. And when he came back, he thanked Amazon customers for buying products on Amazon to help him be able to blow this money on a 10-minute joyride. People were not happy about that comment at all. Let me get back to this story real quick, though. Throughout the flight, travelers will be given breakfast. They can order drinks, sit back on their plush reclining seats while soaking up the exclusive views. No glare windows will provide an opportunity for excellent photography. This is all selling points, right? And then you could take pictures of the alien spacecrafts that come in and out of the atmosphere, because when you're up there, it's easier to see all that stuff, apparently.
Oh, man.
Yeah, those are all selling points. So those space flights are ready for 2024, and they can still book their seat now. Oh, actually, 2024 is sold out. So people are going to be doing this here in 3 years. 3 years, people are going to be married in space. And then next time you say, oh, we got married in Cancun, you be prepared for some douchebag a-hole couple being like, oh, yeah, that's nice. We got married in space.
Right. Well, if there's a planet for them to return to, then, you can brag all you want.
Right.
Shout out to everybody who survived the rain last night.
Yeah, exactly. Right. All right. That's all the time we have for this segment, but we'll be back with the rock songs based on real life tragedies. Plus, we have tickets to give away for your Tucson Sugar Skulls and Korn and Stain. That's all on the way next on Beef Vegan Presents. Clear. Clear. Yeah, that's insane.
That is crazy. But hey,
all right, you guys are talking about all different types of stuff on the stream here.
Let's get into it. What are we talking about?
Well, Gladden's talking about his personal experience with his ex-wife. It gets dark. Hopefully Gittins is feeling good. I know Gittins got sick with the COVID again after getting the vaccine. I haven't seen him on the stream here in a couple of days, so I know he's off for the next 10 days, and maybe he's just sleeping in. I hope so. Ooh, I want to take this opportunity to talk to the good folks at Liquid Death. Liquid Death Water, okay? Now, you guys should advertise or sponsor the show. And I'll tell you why. Because I've already come up with the ultimate slogan for your water here. It is delicious. Liquid Death here. And it looks like beer. The reason why I'm drinking this on the stream instead of bottled water, well, two reasons. One, it tastes good. Two, it looks like beer. So it makes it look like I'm drinking a beer on the stream, which is totally rock and roll. But this is why the folks at Liquid Death should sponsor the show, because I came up with the ultimate slogan that will help them move so much product. You ready for this?
Let's do it. Let's see it.
Watch Liquid Death. Liquid Death Mountain Water. Drink water out of a can like a real man. How's that? Did I sell you, Matt? I drink water out of a can like a man.
No, it'd be dope if you took a sip and then died, but then you came back.
Well, I don't know what their thinking is behind the branding Liquid Death. I don't know if that's really appealing to just the average customer who doesn't know what it is. I mean, initially when I saw Liquid Death, I thought it was some super strong IPA. Yeah, something like that, right? Like the Devil's Ale or something, where it's 17% alcohol by volume. But that's not what it is. It's just mountain water. And Liquid Death, I mean, it's like Liquid Life. But so
Liquid Death, rock and roll,
right? Like death metal, right?
Yeah.
So from a marketing standpoint, how do I kind of flip the brand to make it more appealing? And let's focus in on a demographic. Not everyone. I don't see women flocking to the store picking up their latest fucking can of Liquid Death.
Yeah, it's not as cute as White Claw.
No,
even though when you think of White Claw, you think of a bird's beak.
Right.
It's not sexy, but they made it work.
Yes, but so yeah, that's again. So women are out when they see this. They're out. They don't necessarily. It doesn't appeal to them. They're not trying to get no Liquid Death. But men, they like hardcore things. They like to live dangerously. So Liquid Death. Drink water out of a can like a man.
I feel like that's for the 8th grader or the sophomore in high school.
You're screwing up my endorsement.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude. What are you doing to me here? Trying to get paid.
It wasn't to drink water like a man in a can. That wasn't.
No, that was. If anything, I just sold them.
It up.
They could have that if they sponsor the show. They could use that tagline in future marketing wherever they want to go. They put it on billboards, things like that. You're welcome, Liquid Death.
Shout out to Liquid Death.
Drinking water out of a can
like a man.
Like a man. You gotta say it like that. Like a man. Like you're just about to pull down your pants and it's like a man. I got Liquid Death coming out my God. I can't say that. I can say it, but I'm not going to. Like a real man. A real man drinks water out of cans.
You got to bring out your Texas Walker Ranger voice.
Yeah. Oh, you're drinking water out of a plastic bottle like one of them sissy boys, huh?
Yeah.
You're not welcome in Texas. In Texas, we drink water out of cans.
I want all the mercury.
I noticed that you're drinking water out of a can. Oh yeah, Probably one of those Caitlyn Jenner types. You gotta be a man. Drink water out of a can.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what's the hardcore water that makes you a man?
What?
It's Topo Chico. If you could drink a whole bottle of Topo Chico in 10 minutes, then my hat is off to you.
It sounds like water from Mexico.
Yeah, because it will like rip all like the lining out of your throat. It's going to be going after Topo Chico.
Is there alcohol in it?
No, it's a seltzer water. It's like a Perrier from Mexico. You know, if you have a bad stomach ache, drink Topo Chico. You're gonna be taken care of. I think that's liquid death. Tell the truth.
Well, again, you're trying to take away the brand. And
I mean, I'm sorry. I keep.
God, you're messing up my money, Matt.
I am.
Come on.
Drink your can. Drink your man can.
Yeah, drink my man can.
Water.
I need you to put your lips on my man can and guzzle it.
That sounds like,
I know you're thirsty for my man can.
That sounds like eating ass.
Yes, I know.
Just like,
thanks, Eva.
Lady lumps and man cans.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is a good question, Manuel. Each state has its own laws regarding marriage, divorce, property settlement. If you get married in quote unquote outer space, how would these laws apply since you are technically not in any state? That is brilliant, and maybe that's why so many guys are signing up for this shit, so they can find that loophole, and the girls aren't thinking in the future there. And well, I guess it could work both ways. It could end up screwing them in the long run, either partner. But yeah, if you're in outer space, you're not technically in a space. Maybe, just maybe, legally the certificate's from Florida because they're taking off from Florida, so they could say that they're technically representing the state of Florida. I think that's the way around that. But on a technicality, you are 100% correct. If you're in space, you're not in any state. If anything, you claim the world.
I think it's just a bad idea.
To get married in space?
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you.
I think it's just some things that, we gotta cap it off somewhere, right? Just I mean, but I'm also the same person, those people that just like to just jump like off mountains.
Yes.
Just like base jumping. Like that's not me. So maybe I need to look into myself. Maybe I need to be more adventurous, but
yeah,
like
YOLO.
You keep your $1 billion space trip for 15 minutes.
Sabo says something too that actually brings up a lot of ideas in my mind. He calls it the Super Mile High Club.
Oh yeah.
So if you're spending that much money, say to get married on there, and you got a bathroom, you got to do it in there, right? They have to have maybe a room in there for quote unquote changing, to be able to change out for the bride and groom. And if you slip into that room after you get married, consummate the marriage, you join that Super Mile High Club. If you're spending that much money, I think they should at least give you that opportunity to be able to do that.
I mean, tell the truth. Those weird secret sex parties that they say secret societies have. I think like when you go into space as a group, that should just be on the waiver. Like you have to do this. We all have to get involved.
Right.
Because we're in space.
Even as a guest, be like, I think we should all take turns.
Everybody
with the bride.
Everybody look to your neighbor, just like they do in church or something. Look to your neighbor and say good morning.
Hey, let's see. Todd's here. Can you go up? You've met Todd yet?
No. But I'm sure there's somebody walking behind a building.
Yeah, you'll see him. Grab that. Add that little tease here. I got 3 minutes. Yeah. Thank you, Matt. I'm going 3 minutes here. All right, so hitting the reset. I do have a couple more questions I could ask you guys. Oh yeah. Say pop quiz. Here's another question. In what state was fried chicken invented? In what state was fried chicken invented? Do you know the answer? It's pop quizzy. And 2 minutes before I go on for another little dealio here. Bezos wants space. Kentucky is a good guess. Tennessee is a good guess. Both those are wrong. Morning, Todd. Morning. How you doing, bud? I got about a minute 45. I got to do a little quick hit segment and reset for Last Geek. So you got time. Set up your computer and all that good stuff. How you feeling this morning?
Fine. My right side's numb.
Your right side's numb?
Like numb. Like it's been gone for days.
Why are you stroking out?
No. Well, I mean, I could be, but no, it was pinched nerve somewhere up here. I got a massage and I've got a lot of feeling back, actually.
Well, that's good. Well, still, though.
Weird, you know.
And you met Matt. I take
it.
Yeah. Hi, Matt. I'm Todd.
What's up, Todd? Matt.
Yeah, you didn't do the formal introduction?
No, I just said, yo, Todd. And he was like, hey, yo, what's up?
And then we came inside and I got lost and then he guided me in here and now we're here.
All right. Yeah, still not Kentucky, not Georgia, not LA, not Louisiana. Well, LA is Louisiana, so my bad. Neither. So what state? And it's a trick question, actually. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not a state, it's a country. Ooh. So you guys guessed a bunch of states. We're trying to guess, there we go. Linda, she got it right. Scotland is where fried chicken was invented.
What?
Yep.
Scott, I really thought it was Kentucky.
Yeah,
right.
Well, just because of the branding of the Colonel.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Colonel.
Or just like deep south. So Scotland. That makes sense.
Why?
Huh?
Why does that make sense?
Because if it was made in Scotland, a lot of people for the like slave trade are Scottish.
Right.
So to bring that to their like daily meals, and then the people from the deep south taking on that culture, especially slaves during that time.
Hold on. Okay, I see that. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. I got good news for scrub dudes.
Scrub.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is great news for scrub dudes because if you're a scrub dude, it's going to be difficult to get into like a relationship. But, you can get lucky every now and then if you're at the bar around closing time and score yourself a one-night stand. Well, according to a recent study, feelings of regret aren't enough to stop women from having more one-night stands. So, yes.
Scrub dudes.
Yes. Norwegian researchers found that women experience higher levels of sexual regret, meaning that they're more likely to wish that they hadn't hooked up with a random person. But women who do regret one-night stands don't feel bad enough to change their behavior. So they're likely going to do it again. And it's due to the power of their high sex drive. Men regret passing up short-term sexual opportunities as the flip side to that. So they're just like, oh, I could have. And I've been there. There's so many woulda, coulda, shouldas.
Right.
That I passed for whatever stupid reason and time. I don't know, like being in a relationship. But yes, there's men usually regret those short-term sexual opportunities. The research team also previously found that 35% of women feel guilty about having casual sex. Compared to about 20% of men. But even those women who feel guilty still do it again. If they're horny enough and the shots are just hitting just right.
Oh, yeah.
Game on.
Game on. Scrub dudes winning out here.
Yes. And that is your good news for scrub dudes. When we return, your opportunity to win tickets to see Korn and Stained. We're going to play another round of Last Geek Standing. So be ready to give me a call. That's coming up next. There we go. I'm nailing my teases today.
Yeah, you are.
I am super nailing the teases. Let's try to get you here on the StreamYard, Todd.
And the things.
And the things. You mean? You know what I want to do? Because you got your laptop, and is it fully charged?
Yeah.
For the sake, when I open 3 StreamYards, then that's when my stream starts getting glitchy. Right. So what if I send you an invite and then on your webcam, on your laptop, you want to try that?
It won't. This webcam,
No, it would be your computer or laptop. Or you think it will look too bad at that angle?
Yeah, it's a terrible angle. It's finger angle. It's at the bottom of the screen.
Yours is at the bottom of the screen?
Yeah.
That's where your webcam is? That's weird. Underneath the dough?
Wasn't my choice.
Let me send the invite first, see what it looks like, and then
see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, there's enough shitty headphones here that I can.
Well, I mean, you can still hear us through while we're on the air through the normal.
I could adjust it to a straight up the nose angle. Whatever. Send me the link.
It's sent.
And also, this adapter is fucked.
Here, you want to use this one?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to get ready for Last Geek Standing and set up Todd here on the video stream. So we're going to hit the reset. You guys stick around here on the stream. We'll be right back. Yes, I'm still. I don't need audio. Because he's down looking up, but you look like a giant. Yeah. People watching the stream are going to think you're like, and so Matt, when Mia comes in, drum comes in, that's what welcome to the channel. Well, she's looked like Manny, for the record, you're just blowing everyone's mind with that question. I mean, you got them by every technicality possible about getting married in space. They're still doing it, though. But these are great points. Oh, I do have a game of the last word set up. Everyone's in the lead, God. Everyone's in the lead. I love these guys. Hitting you with all the bed musics this morning. Oh man, I wish I could play licensed music on the stream because I play you so many good songs, but I can't. So I won't. Actually, I'll probably do some local music. I'll figure it out, guys. Stick around. let's interrupt this bed music. Just saying said I feel like I'm on hold for tech support. So this song, this beach bed that I have definitely does have that vibe. We have a few minutes before we go on, but we get back here on the live stream. There's Todd Marley, everybody. He's back in the building. We're using his webcam on this. So yeah, fun fact, Todd is 8 feet tall. He is the Conan O'Brien of radio guests.
Yes, facts.
Yeah, these are facts.
These are facts. Fact. That's right. Right camera. Facts.
Yeah. That's good. I'm glad you kept your nose clean. Like literally. I'm looking straight up at. Look at the big brain on Todd.
You found it up there already? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Dell. That camera's really good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. All right, I want to play something here on the video stream for you guys. This is a song describing all the things that Jeff Bezos can do with his money. Yep, this is a real thing. This is going viral here. I'm going to share the video and see how it sounds. More importantly, now, fair warning, and this from College Humor. This could sound terrible. I could have all different types of issues with the sound. There could be echo, could be skipping, all this stuff. Okay. That might happen. We have to find out now. I mean, I'm working on getting a new computer, but without further ado, let's get into this. That's Todd, everybody. And Gladden says hi.
Hi.
Oh, don't get nervous.
Hi.
All right.
Terrified.
Shouldn't be. All right, here, check this out. I got to do a quick tease. How's that sounding now? And let me know if it skipped or anything like that. I'll do this tease. Another day, another Korn ticket giveaway. That's coming up next. Be ready to give me a call if you want to be one of our Last Geek Standing to win those tickets. It's right after Five Finger Death Punch. It's Rock 1 2.1. Had to squeeze in that Rock 1 2.1, but there we go. Low audio, you can barely hear. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you in the cans. I don't know if I should have.
No. That's something Scott has to fix.
Okay, that's fair.
Here, I'm gonna try to pull this up.
Nothing actually works yet.
All right, how'd that last part sound? Because I just cranked it up to 11. So that was a College Humor video, but I mean, you saw the written text as well. So you get the idea. But yeah, how that last part, I know it's just a clip, but if that was louder, you could hear it a little better, that'd be good. Still very, very low. Okay. Well, these are things that we're working on. Because again, you know the goal. The goal is to be able to do like the television show in between breaks and songs that we're doing on the radio, and then do the radio show, which you could see live. And I've been putting together all these cool clips to be able to share for the hopes that, we'd be caught up to speed basically with our technology. But I think I have to get just a whole new computer. Oh, by the way, Todd, I talked about graphics card to Scott, the engineer.
Yes.
He just made me feel like a big dumb idiot because he's like, graphics card. What are you talking about? Graphics card. Every computer has a graphics card.
No, I mean like a real one. Like, you don't just say every computer has a graphics card. Like, yeah, you might be using your onboard graphics card so you can actually see it. Yes. But there's a difference between having your motherboard taking care of everything versus being able to offload it to an old 1080.
Okay. Okay. Shit, I wish I would have known that in the conversation instead of just me folding immediately and being like, I'm sorry, I'm dumb. I don't know. Don't shoot the.
You still just need another computer.
Yes, absolutely.
Like,
I do.
Start to end, you still just need one more computer.
Just
if
one.
Not two.
Well, yes. No, I definitely need two. If I had 3 monitors, it would be fantastic.
Box Pro should have its own.
Yes, and it usually does. In a normal studio, it does. This is not a normal studio.
Normal. No, this is normal. This is
this
normal.
broom closet.
Everything is fine and normal and okay and fine and normal and okay.
Yeah. I think I just got tagged, but I got untagged. Oh no, here we go. Hair on Fire Glass mentioned me in a comment saying, "Beef Vegan, my dude, I found your Instagram. I had to tag you for these fellows. Love the new show." So thank you. If you're watching on the stream, Hair on Fire _ glass. So glass blowers and shit. Awesome. All right, let's do this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the show. I'm very excited for these next tickets that we've been giving away all week. It is time for another edition of Last Geek Standing. So I need people to give me a call. I need 2 contestants. 600 KFMA is the number. That's 600-5362. The winner will receive tickets to see Korn with Stained when they perform at Auction Pavilion on September 13th. Now, here's how Last Geek Standing works, okay? It starts off with 2 contestants, all right? And then whoever gets the right answer moves on to the next contestant. I will have 6 total callers. So keep calling. Even if you hear somebody on the line, you're going to need to keep calling because you never know. You can win this game by answering every question right, or you can win this game by not answering any questions at all and having your opponent answer the question incorrectly. All right. So that's how Last Geek Standing works. So once again, that's 600 KFMA, 600-5362. Let's do this.
Play the intro music.
I don't think that's necessary.
Play the music, nerd.
Beef Vegan presents.
I think people should freak the geek out. Freaks, the weirdos, the misfits, the geeks, the dweebs, the dorks.
Last Geek Standing.
Let's go to the phone, see what we got here. Caller, what's your name?
Jeff.
Jeff, you're contestant number 1, okay?
All right.
All right. All right, caller, what's your name?
James.
James. Jeff versus James. Here's how we're going to do this. This edition of Last Geek Standing is called Which Came First. So in this game, I will give you 2 examples, and you have to guess which one came out first. I'll give you an example. If I said Metallica's Black Album or the BlackBerry phone, Todd Marley, if you were to guess, which one do you think came out first? Metallica, that is correct. Yes. So Todd would buzz in with the name. So you guys have to buzz in with your name, and whoever buzzes in gets to do that guess. Now, if you get it right, you go on to the next caller. But if you get it wrong, then you lose, and the person who didn't guess goes on to the next caller. Any questions?
Gotcha. Nope.
All right.
Got it.
Jeff versus James. Buzz in with your name if you think you know this answer. Which came first? Sharpie markers or the Rolling Stones Paint It Black? Jeff buzzed in. Which one do you think came first?
Markers.
Sharpie markers is correct, Jeff. All right.
Good job.
Yeah, James, thank you so much. Please hang up for me, okay? Oh,
Goodbye.
James, you still there?
Jeff is still here.
Oh, Jeff, good. That's who I wanted on, right?
That's what you meant.
Yes, good. The phones confused me for a second. That was my bad. So Jeff's on line 1. Caller, what's your name? Caller, you're on the air. What's your name?
John.
John. All right. It's Jeff versus John. All these J names. I'm going to need Todd and Matt to help me out here. Okay. Keep track of these guys. All right. Here we go. Buzz in by saying your name. If you know the answer, which came first, Netflix or Lenny Kravitz's Fly Away?
Jeff. John.
All right. Jeff, buzz in again first. Jeff, go ahead and guess.
Lenny Kravitz, sir. Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz did not come first, Jeff.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Netflix came out in 1997. Fly Away came out in 1998. I'm so sorry, Jeff. You are eliminated. All right. So, John, that means you're still on the line. You get to move on to the next caller.
I'd have definitely gone down in flames with him.
Yeah. All right. So, we're going John versus caller. What's your name? Say your name again. Hey, what's your name again? You cut out.
It's Kyle.
Kyle. All right, good. John versus Kyle. Buzz in by saying your name. Which came first, Facebook or the White Stripes 7 Nation Army? John, you buzzed in first. What's the answer?
Facebook.
Facebook is incorrect.
What?
Yes. Facebook came out in 2004. The White Stripes 7 Nation Army came out in 2003. I'm so sorry, John. You have been eliminated. Kyle, you still on there? Yeah, congratulations. I mean, you're moving forward to the next contestant. You didn't answer a single thing yet. All right, here we go. Next caller. Caller, what's your name? Stephanie.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Stephanie versus Kyle. Buzz in with your name if you think you know the answer to this. Which came first, Google or Green Day's Good Riddance? Stephanie, which one is it?
I'm going to say Green Day.
Green Day's Good Riddance is correct, Stephanie. Absolutely.
What?
So sorry, Kyle. Google came out in 1998. Green Day's Good Riddance, or the story or time of your life, came out in 1997. All right, Stephanie, you only have. Yeah, exactly. All right, you only have one more question you got to do to become the last geek standing to win these tickets for Korn and Stained. How you feeling?
I am shaking.
Good. Well, again, there's 2 ways to get this, to win this, okay? Having the correct answer or having your opponent get the answer wrong. So you could do nothing or you could do everything, okay? So come up with a strategy in 3 seconds because we're going to meet who you're going up against right now. Caller, what's your name? James. Oh, I just had you on, though, dude, so I got to get somebody else, okay?
Really? I can't call back?
Nah, sorry, James. I appreciate you, though. All right, that was bad news for James, everybody. Caller, what's your name?
It's Whitney.
All right, Whitney?
Yes.
All right, Whitney versus Stephanie in Last Geek Standing. Buzz in with your name if you feel like you know this answer. Which came first, Amazon or Radiohead's Creep?
Whitney. Stephanie.
Whitney buzzed in first. I'm going to let you guess which one came first, Amazon or Radiohead's Creep?
Radiohead. Creep.
Radiohead Creep is correct. Oh, she came in for the steal. Wow. I'm so sorry, Stephanie. Thank you for playing, though.
Whitney. Thank you.
So I love that. I love the good sportsmanship. Whitney, you came in, only had to answer one question, and you won the tickets for Korn and Sting. Congratulations. Yes, Amazon came out in 1994. Radiohead's Creep came out in 1993. I love it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank
now you and a
you.
friend get to go see Korn and Stain. So stay on hold for me. I'm going to get all your information, okay?
Okay.
Thanks so much. For the rest of you, I will give away another pair of tickets for Korn and Stain tomorrow morning around 7 o'clock. So tune in for that. We also have tickets to give away for the Sugar Skulls. That's going to be coming up later on in the show. So keep it right here to Beef Vegan Presents. We're going to be back right after this. Clear. That went smooth, huh?
Real smooth.
Yeah. See? Fucking show number like 12. We started figuring it out. All right, let me talk to you. Okay, guys. I got to put you backstage. We're going to be right back. We got Todd hitting us with this week's fails. And then we're also going to be doing the last word. Matt versus Todd. That's coming up this hour as well. So chat amongst yourselves while we hit the reset, and we'll be back here shortly. All right, we are back here on the stream. Just had to get her info, and I'm glad you didn't hear me. I was hoping you couldn't hear me because I got to get all her personal information and stuff. So that's how it works. And then we got, what is up with the stream? Is there, we were doing right back. I didn't get to play music or anything like that because I wanted Whitney to be able to hear us, but I hope you can hear us now. Let me know, Gladden, because now you got me confused and concerned. But I think, Todd, you could unmute it, right? You got the stream up on.
I could, yes.
Just to see where we're at. Okay, you can hear me. What's the big deal then? All right, Matt. So going into this next segment, Todd is mic 2, you're mic 3. Got it?
Yep, I got you.
Oh, I gave this a breakdown. I'll talk to you about this, Todd, after the next segment and stuff like that. I got this cheat sheet that I'm going to be emailing out, but I wanted to kind of go over it with everyone before I sent out an email. Just kind of tips and pointers of different segment roles that each person plays depending on.
Oh, is there another email I need to look at?
No, not yet. I haven't sent it out yet. I'm trying to talk to everybody in person about it first, kind of give a rough idea, and then send it out. So use it as like a cheat sheet. And it's basically like it's a one cheat sheet of giving tips and pointers, stuff on there that I use as well, that I'm attempting to use and be better at stuff. I'm very proud of it. Is what I'm saying. I feel like it's morning school college. All right. I see you guys. Ready to do some more pop quizzes?
About to do the geek thing.
What geek thing?
The competition between me and him.
No, we're gonna do today's fail. So he's gonna,
okay.
So he's doing that, and then after that segment, we're doing the last word.
Okay.
Yeah. And
mic
that's
3 right now.
You're mic 3, on this next segment and stuff like that, which is still laughing, interjections, throwing in those quips and quick hits and stuff. But he's essentially going to be lead on that, and then I'll be playing the co-host role.
All right.
Yeah. Let's see. And we got one more song. So here's our pop quiz. I got another question here that I'm going to share with you as I keep looking at that chick who beat herself up. Man, I haven't seen people that got beaten up by other people worse than this chick beating herself up. She kicked her ass better than anyone else has kicked my
She should know her
ass.
own weaknesses.
You saw that picture on the stream,
Yes,
right?
I did. And I freaked out a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Something out of Gumby, right?
Insane.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, like you could squish one side of her face and the other side of her face. She could be whoever she wants to be.
Exactly. Run into a wall.
Right.
And then get stunned. Somebody said that the stepfather didn't press charges. The state did.
No, in the story that we had, the stepfather pressed charges for her destroying property. So when she landed on that coffee table, he pressed felony charges against her. So this guy is a royal dick. And then the other charges were probably from the state, and that's resisting arrest and things like that. So
take that guy.
All right, here's a pop quiz question real quick. We got a minute and 30 before we're going back on. What's the national dish of Japan?
Sushi.
They say sushi, but what something in particular? A certain type of sushi. This one also, I will say this: if you cut it the wrong way, I think I learned this from a Simpsons episode. If you cut it the wrong way, it can kill you.
Blowfish?
That's dangerous.
Close. Puffer. Pufferfish is the national dish. Yeah.
Yikes.
I know.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
Our national dish could kill you.
It's like the gamble of your life. Like,
Exactly. But it's so good. It's so good. I got to
you
try.
really want to play with your palate? Pufferfish.
Let's see. Laughing yeah, game show. Where does this go? All right, 20 seconds. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the show. Beef Vegan Presents. I'm hanging out with my friends, Matt Man and Todd Marley.
Hello.
And Todd's going to hit us with this week's fails. So what did you get?
Listen, all this week's fails are going to have to do with things you learned while playing video games. And I cannot stress these things enough. Like, if you get a high score, like, good job, good for you. You're the best out there. But if you hit, like, the top of the most wanted list, like this lady in Oklahoma did, where she then went on Oklahoma police looking for the most wanted woman, like, hey, anybody know anything? And she's like, yeah, is there any reward for me? Just like, don't. Okay, do not take your crimes out onto social media. Don't go taunting the police because they went and found her and now she has a bond set at $500,000. And if you're smart enough to go and taunt the police on social media, then by God, then I don't think that you're going to have $500,000 on hand.
Yeah, and another takeaway is don't try to claim the reward money for yourself, right?
Right. Her friends try to warn her.
What do you do? Like, I need to get, like, if I get $5,000 out of this, then I could get the $2,000 out of debt, and then I got $5,000 just, spend at the commissary while you're in jail.
Hey, noodle packets are important.
Yeah, they are. They absolutely
Noodles
are.
and tuna.
And then also to move along here, we got news about when you play Grand Theft Auto.
Right, real quick. The takeaway on that, just don't do meth, kids. I mean, I think it's important to state on that last story, don't do meth.
Meth is whack.
Yeah. You have to throw that out there because she's obviously methed out. But continue, please.
The things that you learned in Grand Theft Auto, I believe everybody here in this room at least has played a lot of Grand Theft Auto.
Hell yeah, GTA 5 years run.
We've all gone out and tried to steal an airplane to try to get to where we want, but I cannot stress this enough. Airports do not like it when you run out there. As a man did at Centennial Airport in Colorado, where he jumped the fence and tried to jack a Gulfstream.
Oh, no.
Like, he literally just like we would do in Grand Theft Auto, running right up on it, trying to get him.
Press Y.
Grab the door on the outside and just pull down, trying to get in. He didn't make it that far. He's been arrested.
I don't think he needed to tell us that. We kind of guessed that.
Shout out to him and how confident he was to try to fly a plane.
That's another thing. To jump the fence, even. Yeah.
That's
not a confidence that you need to get to that step alone.
I didn't even consider that, Matt. That the fact that it's ballsy and stupid to attempt to steal a plane, but not even to think far enough to be like, okay, if you do successfully steal that plane, now you got to fly it. Who has flying experience of a jet? Nobody. Again, it's a video game mentality.
I would assume the pilots that he's hijacking it from probably had the experience, but he's, Grand Theft Auto rules say you have to throw that person out of the vehicle. So.
Yeah. They're not going to just, be like, oh, I guess you're on board now. Right.
Sorry, I need this.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Where's the backpack or the parachute pack that I could put on as well when I jump out of the plane?
Right.
When the helicopter gets close. It is, honestly, all I could think of and visualize is Grand Theft Auto 5. Well, so thank you, GTA. This is what happens when you wait a decade to put out a GTA 6.
Seriously, we're waiting. TikTok, like 2025.
This is on them, right?
Yeah, it's totally
10
on them.
years, 3 console generations. Now 4 if you count PC. That's only second to Skyrim.
If we haven't learned anything, that technology, social media, and video games are the devil, a drug, and a sickness.
But they're also awesome.
Yeah,
you wrap it all up.
Just like most drugs, demons, and sicknesses.
You're gonna make me feel bad about playing video games now, Matt. Come on.
God is watching.
Excellent reporting there, Todd. We got more, and we're gonna talk about GTA on the stream. But when we return, I'm gonna have Todd and Matt face off in another round of the last word. Who's gonna rack up the W today? We'll find out next on Beef Vegan Presents.
Fatality.
Clear. Yeah, did you see the news of GTA 6 not coming out to like 2026?
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's a big maybe. That's like we're just starting working on it kind of territory.
I've heard so many things. The first one I heard is that GTA 6 is going to take place like in a narco setting. It was going to be like somewhere South America, and it's going to have a female protagonist. Then the next
they're going back to Vice City.
Yeah, now they're going back to Vice City, like
which would fall straight into that kind of narco. That's probably where they're going. It makes sense,
right? So you go basically Miami, and then you go to Colombia, and then you go. That would be cool.
They would have Cuba, Colombia, they had all that down there. Throw all that in there.
It would
almost take place in the 80s, or is it going to be modern day like GTA 5?
That we don't know, right? But I'll say this: as far as the map, if they're pretty ambitious and they're waiting like 15 years to replace the next one, then it's probably not going to just be like a state or a country, but maybe like the whole goddamn world that they're going to have as a map. If they're going to be that ambitious, at this point, it's almost like Ready Player One, right? Is what they're going to do, and are they Chinese democracy themselves? Are they setting the bar so ridiculously high?
Well, I mean, yeah, but only because of like corporate culture.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5, the Grand Theft Auto 5 and Skyrim both made approximately 10 years ago in the into the PS2 era.
Yeah.
Still like raking in cash hand over fist. Like they have no incentive to do another game.
It's like, the DLCs and everything like that. Like they're like,
yes.
we need to build another game.
Yeah.
Here, let's boop, boop, boop,
here you go. Have another helicopter.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, have more hats.
Here's a Fast and Furious themed Grand Theft Auto. Like, makes me
have a submarine.
Yeah, right.
A super yacht. It's useless, but it's super.
Makes me think of that South Park episode of when Terrence and Phillip have a game and people and the kids keep buying and purchasing stuff. What do they call it? Like free something? I forget, but
I don't.
It was something along the lines of, we're just taking your money, keep buying this downloadable content, and that's how we're going to get you. Same with the Fortnites and all of that. So,
good morning, Leah. Welcome to the stream. Say hi to Leah, everybody.
What's up, Leah?
Hello, Leah.
M-Juice. If you want another pop quiz, we got another pop quiz, but oops, I'm on the air with that one. Yeah, I don't know, man. I hope that all these reports of GTA are not true.
You're waiting 4 more years for another GTA.
That's
it won't be this console generation. It might be at the end of the current Xbox PS5 generation. We might see another one, but highly doubt. But it'll probably be a launch for the next one.
At this point, keep it. Whatever.
Right.
Like it's for my children now. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, no, I know. You're going to age me out of the demo, like where I won't even want to play it. But that's a lie, because I'll be 90 and still want to play the game, but I won't be able to play it well.
It's like my attention span, like the things I'll care about in like 4 or 5 years will still be GTA related.
Mm-hmm.
Like while I'll be able to dive into the game. I don't know.
Right.
I'll be like, this is wrong. I don't want to kill anybody.
Yeah, that's your morality catches up to you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to take this young woman's money.
Yeah.
I worked so hard for it.
It's the Grand Hug Auto. You go around and just hug people, and then they give you the cars.
Excuse me, I need a hug.
Hope you have a great day too. Make sure you check out. So keep it here. Keep checking things out. Let's see what I got tagged in this Instagram post. Official Twisted. Okay. Twisted got a new song out. Let's see if I can. Actually, that sounds better than I thought Twisted would sound. So good for them.
Hottest video game of 2021 go?
Sorry?
What's the hottest game of 2021 right now?
Right now, if you're not playing, like if you're not just like a basic Call of Duty bitch.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a lot of the Twitch is going to Final Fantasy 14 again.
Okay.
Which
Final Fantasy was a dope game.
That's another game that's been around for 10 years that is somehow still surviving. It's right in that same World of Warcraft. Everybody's getting tired in World of Warcraft and they're bouncing back over there, and it's
so crazy how long Skyrim had to run for.
Skyrim's coming out there
Yeah.
Todd Howard's still just like, yeah, you want another Skyrim? Here it is on your refrigerator.
I'm like, don't give me that much freedom in a game because I don't even get back to the plot.
No, it's just do whatever. You forget what the plot is. They don't have the big label on it, main mission here. You never know. Like, it just gets lost in the 1,000 different stories that go on, and it's all just like
lost in the sauce.
Tell me where I gotta go slash something open. I don't care. Like, just tell me where to go.
I started looking for rubies and rocks, just
right, whatever. You tell me whatever god is out there that I can turn their butt into a weapon, whatever. I'm gonna go grind it 100 times. Just tell me where to go.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on. Well, now I'm playing basketball, but now that the finals are over, I'll be moving away from that. I usually play sports games seasonally. Yeah. Honestly, but then I'm still stuck on Red Dead. Red
Dead 2 is you can get stuck on there forever.
Yeah. It is great.
100%ing that is one of the hardest things in video games.
Yeah, exactly. I actually only saw one person actually do it online. But I didn't know him in
100%.
person.
Grand Theft Auto, or not Red Dead. Red Dead 2
to get 100% completion, and that's literally
so much patience.
And you not only patience, but you have to do everything right to get it. So
yeah, you could miss stuff.
Yep,
in a couple of places.
That's how you know I'm just like a half-ass gamer because all my completion is like 15%.
Right.
Just get through the main story.
Whatever to give me what you got, baby.
Exactly.
Give me,
and I'm out of here.
That's how I initially ran through it the first time. And because I love the stories. It's like playing a movie, and that's what Rockstar does best. I love the story of Grand Theft Auto. And I've played through that so many times. And then Red Dead Redemption 2, same thing. I just love the story. But so you bang through, you get that story, and then you realize, oh, you just did it wrong. Right. And there's so much more that you had to do. So,
but now we're also getting into an era of games as a service where there is no end. It just continually like dumping more into it. So there is no, where is the finish line anymore?
I did make an effort to like do more side missions opposed to just jump into the story and just keep going. But
yeah,
like
you have
said,
to,
like,
and the hunting and everything else is so important.
The patience, I just don't think I have that. Like,
I honestly, if we didn't hit pandemic during that time, I don't know if I would have dug as deep. I think I would have just been a surface player as well. But when we were on full blown lockdown and couldn't do anything, couldn't go outside, this was literally like me hiking or camping, because the graphics are so realistic. I don't know who I told this to, but I know I've said this before. Okay, yeah. Where I went on a boat and I was just like, it looks like Red Dead Redemption.
This is okay, but I mean, it's real life. Graphics are 9 of 10, but the gameplay is 1 of 5. Like,
I played it so much last summer as an escape that I got the first opportunity in my adult life, to go on a speedboat and go onto a lake. This is the very first time. I've never had rich friends. Okay, so all my broke ass friends never had boats. So my girlfriend's brother-in-law has a couple bucks, and he had an awesome boat. Invited us out to the lake. I was stoked. It's the very first time. So I go out on the lake, and we're driving through Gold Canyon and the canyons, and I'm looking at the picturesque views, and I could not help to think and not stop thinking that this looks just like Red Dead Redemption.
Right.
So stupid.
How many times in life do you get to be a full-blown cowboy? I'm not talking about going to old Tucson wearing a cowboy hat.
I've pretended.
Is that all it takes to be a full-blown cowboy? Is just like, that's it? Yeah. That's not the experience.
I think you have to jerk off a horse to be considered full-blown.
That's why I haven't 100% of that. Okay.
Exactly. Your lack of elotes is the reason you're not cowboy level.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been paid to pretend to be a cowboy so many times I've lost count.
Yeah.
That's been ridiculous.
But I mean, that's what those games are. Like you said, like escape from your reality. Be a cowboy. You know how many poor deer pelts I've had? That's why I'm never going to get to 100%.
Right.
I don't know how to get a perfect deer pelt. Like, I don't want to creep onto the animal.
Oh, first off, it depends on what you shoot them with. And so Aaron,
you gotta use the right weapon. You gotta have the right bait out. You gotta go out the right time of day. If you want the legendary one, you have to actually know where to go, and then you have to wait until it just shows up.
Yeah. But headshots with the right ammo and right gun. If you use a bolt rifle or just regular rifle and you do a headshot on most animals that are perfect, But the key is to shoot the ones that are perfect. So when you kind of line them up in your sights, it will let you know if it's good, poor, or perfect.
Okay.
And so you see them and it's like perfect, then do a headshot, you got a perfect pelt.
So doing the whole Geronimo thing, going horseback, hunting animals is not the way to go.
Oh no, you ruin. Okay. Like, yeah, no, you go blast a deer with the shotgun. That pelt's useless, man. You hold that thing up and light comes through it. It's no good.
Yeah. I bring it to the guy. He's like, poor deer pelt, Arthur. Get out of here.
On the stream, Just Saying brought up a good point, and I wonder if you guys read anything about this. Netflix will start offering games soon.
It's not gonna be what you think.
Okay,
Let's start
explain
right off the bat.
Explain,
It is gonna be the stuff they've been offering. It's gonna be like the Balderdash and the Telltale things that they did. The Minecraft, that was what they had. It's choose your own adventure stuff, which is frankly fantastic for Netflix. Right. Perfect plot. But they are going to go after your tablet. They're going to go after your phone. They are not going after your PC. They're not going after your Xbox.
Okay.
They're not going to go make TV games.
Okay, perfect. All right.
They want little things that are going to show up on your tablets, little things that you can download to your phones. They don't want things that are going to be 500 gigs and heavy on their computers to stream to you.
Right.
And then there's what a lot of companies have run into, like, hey, yeah, come and play Doom 2. We'll just stream it straight to you. Doom 2 is a game that is in total like 50 megabytes. That is it.
Right.
Start to end, all of its graphics, everything. If you play that for 4 hours being streamed to your computer from another one, you're using 4 gigabytes of data.
Wow.
So there's a huge disparity in things like that these companies are having to solve.
Is that a lot or is that a little? I don't know the difference.
That's a lot.
Okay.
4 gigs is a lot. 4 megs is very little.
Okay.
So this is like for your like kid that wants to take your phone for games. Like here's your tablet, Netflix. Go nuts with mine.
Go on there and you'll find all the little phone games, match 3s, whatever. But yeah, they're not going to come after your TV because that's too data intensive and too hard on their systems. They want something that they can ship to you for less than 100 megs, and there you go, you have it, and they can feed you ads.
Which makes sense because I was worried about they were raising the price because of the games, but Netflix said we're not going to raise the price, and it makes sense. If you're going to give me these like small games, you better not make my $9 subscription $13.
Let me ask you this: is it possible, because Netflix is like the king of licensing, right? To license like the say old school Nintendo catalog to do Super Mario Brothers or even the old school.
Nintendo will never do that. But
you don't think they'll ever do that?
Never.
Even if it's like a temporary, I mean, obviously, like running the office. If they money
if you want to get into that, Nintendo is so protective of their IPs. Like the fact that they put out anything on a phone, that the only thing that they have put out is stuff that they do.
Yeah, like Mario Run. I mean, I want them to put out, if they put out the old school Super Mario Brothers, which they can do in an app very easily because that's only 8 bits, right? I would still play that all day long.
Well, that they're fighting emulation. They're fighting Steam just announced the Steam crap. I don't remember the name of it. The new handheld device that is like a Switch Pro. It's basically a PC, a handheld PC meant for playing your Steam library games on your computer. Like,
I just want to go on the record to say the Wii was a trash console.
Yes.
And GameCube, you caught a break, but you were close to being a trash console as well.
I think they were both trash consoles. I think Nintendo fell off for a good decade before they kind of bounced back with the handhelds.
Well, wasn't what is it? GameCube, wasn't that where 2K was introduced? NBA 2K?
No.
GameCube was where Smash Brothers was introduced.
Smash Brothers, there you go. That's what saved it.
Dreamcast is what 2K was introduced. Dreamcast shit the bed. I remember that. I remember a college roommate had Dreamcast, which looked like the future for a second. Yeah, right. Only a second.
Then PlayStation dropped and said, "What up?"
Right. Yeah, changed the game.
You guys want to keep playing Wave Racer?
Yeah, and now there's only 3, really. You're talking about Xbox, you're talking about PlayStation, and you're talking about PC, because that's the way gaming is right now.
Yeah,
so
Nintendo's its own little thing.
PlayStation's about to lose me, because if they keep making it hard for me to get a console, like, why keep rocking with y'all?
Well, you always want what you can't have. So I don't know if they're going to lose because you can't get a console because they keep selling out.
Well, lose me. I mean, as a PlayStation.
They'll get you back as soon as they have them available. And then you're like, oh, that's that hot chick I always wanted to get. Right. Now she's half price and I can actually get her.
Just get a PC.
PC.
Everything's coming out on PC now. Right. Just get a PC. There's no console exclusive. PC is the Switzerland, the neutral ground now. Yeah, Xbox Game Pass with everything coming out. You have PlayStation now releasing things on Steam a little bit after because you can already get almost all of their exclusives from the PS4 era.
Right.
Yeah, but if he does get a PC to play games on the PC, does he risk becoming a PC snob? Because a lot of PCers are like, yeah,
there's a risk of all those things happening at any time. That's on you.
PC has the best graphics, right? That's what.
Yes, that's what they say. Well, if you ask somebody who plays on PC, yeah.
See, you gotta get graphics cards.
It has the most potential.
I know that they're pretty fast on the draw. When you a PC player, they're with all the controls. I don't know how they do it, but you don't want to go console versus PC because I think PC would
dunks
win.
On mouse and keyboard, dunks on controller 9 out of 10 times.
That's crazy. A mouse and a keyboard.
I tried to play Tony Hawk 2 on a keyboard. That was not a fun experience.
No, there are controller games. There are games that are meant for controllers 100%, and you should, but you can also plug your controller into a PC.
Yeah, trying to remember why is Ollie.
No, forget none of that noise. None of it. No, forget it.
All right, 18 seconds.
All right.
Let's get ready for the last word. Good luck, guys. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Rock 102.1 KFMA. That was Weezer. Welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents. It's Wednesdays. Wednesdays, we normally have the lineup of Matt Mann coming in to start off the show and Todd Marley. I believe Wednesdays is the days. No, actually,
this isn't my day.
Yeah. So Todd actually filled in for Aaron, who had to come in yesterday because he's currently on vacation. So Todd is the journeyman. I thank you for coming in on a Wednesday and switching your days, Todd. And since you don't normally do Wednesdays, you have not had a chance to not only meet Matt, but to face off against them. It's time for the Beef Vegan Competitive League. Let's get into the last word. Now, by now, you should know how the last word works. The last word is a game where I will give a topic, and then each contestant will name an answer in that category. It will go back and forth. You cannot repeat another player's answers and come up with original answers. And whoever gets the last correct answer in the end of 30 seconds will win the round. We will do 3 rounds. In case of a tie, we'll do a tiebreaker, which will be hard to do in 3 rounds. But sometimes there are shenanigans. Yeah, that we have to call. So it's Todd versus Matt in the Beef Vegan Competitive League. Now, Matt is, I believe, 1-1, right?
Yeah.
You're 500. Todd, do you know what your record is?
I don't think I've.
You're 0-0. I think this is your first
I've gone
one
against anybody yet.
Oh yeah. So Matt has the advantage as far as experience.
I'm well rested. Yeah. Coming in late in the season. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, since it's your very first time, Todd, I guess. You know what? I'm going to start with Matt. So at least you got an You've seen the game though, haven't you? The last word. You've seen us play this game?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. We'll start with you.
Okay.
Since you're a noob.
Ask me questions and words will come out of my mouth.
Okay, here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. I'm going to start with Todd. Name something you would see tattooed on someone. Go.
Barbed wire.
Flower.
Butterfly.
Ex's name.
Dolphin.
Spear.
A 6-pack ring.
Cat.
Letters.
Stars.
Kanji.
Peace sign.
Station identification.
Dragon on a tailbone.
Okay.
Super Bowl winners.
Sports teams.
Video game references.
Music.
Video game references at the last
it's on this
second.
shoulder. It's on this one.
Is it on your shoulder?
It's not a reference. It's a bullet and some murky stuff. That is Illuminati. That's not a video game.
Oh no, that's a reference to Team Fortress 2.
Who
From
played
Join
that?
the Gentlemen, the Demomen versus Soldiers event.
Is that a common tattoo though? We gotta ask the poll. We gotta
ask the streamers here or the listeners. 600 KFMA.
I mean, I just said video game references, and we can find all kinds of video game
Do
references.
you believe
tattoos.
Todd Marley's last answer of video game references? I know he mentioned a couple of my tattoos too. Do you believe his last answer of video game references is a good answer? And should we count it and give Todd the round?
I had a stronger answer with dragon tattoos. I think that's more common.
Yeah, in fact,
I'll give you that one. You can have that one. Yeah.
This guy,
except for it was too late.
Matt comes in cold-blooded, just giving out those answers very quick and calm. And it's like, ooh, he's scary to go against. Like this guy knows answers here.
Right.
They're saying Adrian on the stream says yes, it should count. So,
oh goodness, Adrian.
Yeah. And then who else? So one more. As Judge Mills Lane's professional representative, I'll allow it. So the Todd Marley
Thank you, man.
gets
Appreciate
round
it.
1. We go back
All right.
to Matt. Matt, you're going to start off this next round. You have an opportunity to tie it up. And here we go. 30 seconds on the clock after I tell you what this is. Name a topping you would put on a taco. Go.
Lettuce.
Ground beef.
Sauce. Oh, topping.
Yeah.
Salsa.
Sauce, yep.
Tomatoes.
Okay.
Jalapenos.
Sour cream.
Oh, okay. Cheese.
Pork.
Pork is the main
That's a
thing.
filling. That's not a topping. Give me something else.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Guacamole.
Okay.
Onion.
Refried beans.
Oh, did he squeeze it in? Refried
No.
beans?
The music played. The music played.
No,
Judge Manning.
replay.
Judge Manning.
The music
Judge
played
Manning.
as he said beans. And he doesn't get that.
He squeezed it in
He
before.
named 2 parts of the taco. You can't do that.
Well, I mean, the beef part was
Beef?
a suspect.
What do you put beef on top of?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean,
Pork on top of.
right.
On your head.
Everyone here,
Okay.
everyone here on the stream is saying it plays. He got it in before it was allowed, and beans definitely is a topping that you put on a
I've never
taco.
I've seen it as a side dish. I've never seen
do.
it put on a taco.
It's trying to remember my last trip to Chipotle and just going down the line.
Chipotle's not real Mexican food. We're
It
in
doesn't
Tucson.
matter. It doesn't matter if it's real or not.
Right. He hasn't been in Tucson that long, to really be fully adapted to
As
what's
soon as
real
you
Mexican
touch
food.
down, you are in the culture. You have no excuses.
No. Listen, I'm just trying to use the visual representation. It's the Subway of Mexican food, of burritos, so you can just see everything and go down the line. So all I was trying to do is
As a
just
New
go down the line in
Jerseyan /
Chipotle.
Philadelphia, and the fact that you said Subway is
Ah,
against all
right.
sandwiches. Let's go.
Listen, relatable. Okay, let's go.
Okay. We're gonna do a bonus round here. But for the record, and we are looking at our stream for our judges, they are saying count it, and it looks like the Todd Marley won this round of
man.
Last
I
Word.
thought you
but
guys had
Literally
my
the
back.
greatest of all time.
Yeah, my bad.
no, he wins one game. He's considering himself the greatest of all time. I'm going to give you a shot at redemption, Matt. Okay,
Technically the best.
I'm going to give you a
Redemption.
shot at redemption, Matt, to at least win one round. Okay,
I mean, if y'all gonna base it off this last second thing, I don't know if I have a chance. All right, go ahead.
it's
Let's
part
go.
of the strategy.
Let's go,
You
let's
want to
go.
get the last word. It's not
All
about
right.
always having the best answers. It's about having the last right answer.
Hey.
Okay.
Well, no, put away the
let's
stopwatch. You don't get to count 30
I'm
seconds.
No, we got 30
30
seconds. We got 30 seconds. This is timed out perfectly. Here we go. Okay. We'll start with Todd. And the category is name a Looney Tunes character. Ready, go.
Donald Duck.
Bugs Bunny.
Porky Pig.
Oh, wait, Donald Duck. Hold on. Donald
Daffy
Duck.
Duck. No, that was Disney.
Yeah,
Daffy
yeah,
Duck.
yeah,
Did I
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
disqualified for that?
You know what?
Disqualified.
For the sake of time and for Matt, so we're gonna say disqualification. There you go. So you won a round by disqualification. That's not the way everyone wants
Technically
to win.
winners.
I should have 3 rounds off disqualification, but I'm not going to be a sore loser. Congratulations, Todd. Happy Wednesday. I'm glad you're here.
I'll take the
Hump day,
rookie
Oh,
forgiveness.
Call shenanigans, but all right.
Speaking
so-
of hump day, I feel like I'm receiving right now with this game right here, B.
Yes,
Pause.
and I'm sorry, and I hate that this is the last segment to send you out on, but this is also the last segment for Matt on the air for today. So thank you for coming in and hanging out
doubt,
today.
guys.
He's going out loser, but next week he'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be looking
You
for
never
his
heard back next
redemption.
week and take him down again.
You know what? Nah, I'm done with all of you.
See
See you next week.
No, right now. So Matt is currently 1-2 in the Beef Vegan Presents League,
Can't believe
and
this.
the Todd comes out strong with 1. Well, he's 1-0, so he won his first game. But it's easy to win that first one. It's about the season, so we got a full season ahead of us. There'll be plenty of times and opportunities for redemption. So don't worry. We have more, including another round of the score report as DJ Lance goes up to the test. And we have the Naked News with Drum. That's all coming up this hour on Beef Vegan Presents. Go nowhere. That was funny. That was good.
Oh, you're kidding you?
That's fantastic.
Toppings. Is there a difference between toppings and fillings?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Where are you coming from? Hey, I gotta ask that.
Yeah.
What?
Where are you coming from?
Oh, well, from Washington State.
Washington State. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Just Chipotle up there.
and I believe Drum's coming in today. She should be.
So I don't know any taco places I've been to here where I can watch them go down the line and make it in front of me.
If you go to Taco Bell, how many beans do you have on your regular Taco Bell taco?
Matt, don't take off until Drum gets here at the very least, just to make sure, because I know she's going on vacation. I think next week, but I don't know if that starts tomorrow. Let's see. They say you got to beat Mari to play him the best. Actually, the two people are 2-0. And actually, I'll put that in. I keep saying actually. I'm gonna
Chipotle.
We're all in this against our will, by the way. The league, the entire league against our will.
No, it's fantastic.
Gladiatorial combat for
just wait till we play
for your entertainment, Beef.
No, it's for the people's entertainment, obviously.
As an Arizonan through and through, grew up and raised here.
Yes.
You allowed beans as a topping.
Yes.
You need to ask the people.
Beans can be a topping.
Beans cannot be a topping.
The people have been saying.
Beans can 100% be a topping.
They just throw stuff in there.
Black beans, red beans, whatever, man.
If you go, the only time I've seen beans as a topping is on Sonoran Dog, and that's real.
Yes, that is real. But no, there are people that definitely who like Sonoran dogs who use beans as a topping for their
refried
tacos.
beans as a topping.
Sometimes depends on how crazy they want to get.
I need pictures of that taco.
We got people commenting. I mean, Matt's asking the question. Let's do a quick survey. And I'll even do a survey on the air real quick before you take off after this stop set. Is beans considered a taco topping? It's not one that I would go with, but I like to keep it simple.
It's like putting pickles on a cheesesteak. You guys know that doesn't fit.
Yeah, but people do.
But what about refried beans? Like, even though you might slap that down first as the baseline, that's not really like the filling thing. If you're putting beef on top of that as the main course, or chicken on top of that as the main course.
That's people who like their food to touch too much. Put beans on the side and then eat it with each bite of taco. Bite the taco, eat the beans.
Well, then now you're just getting into personal preference.
I'm just saying, like, you go to Nico's right now, Los Betos, any one of those places, they're putting beans on the side for you.
That's true.
Yeah. That doesn't disqualify it, though.
I want you to go to Nogi right now and ask them, do you put beans on your taco?
Well, Adrian's saying no.
Thank you, Adrian.
Melissa said, I'm from SoCal, had tacos last night, beans first, then beef. So that was part of.
Well, see, you're saying SoCal. So, I mean, you need to tell me how they do it in East LA. I mean, I know SoCal, Southern California, but I need you to go get tacos.
So they're like, think tostada. Richard said refried beans are a filler if you're being technical. I mean, honestly, it's going back and forth. We're getting answers on both sides. Manny says, but tacos are named by the filling first, like carne asada. Okay. Shredded beef taco.
Say, which that I accept. Like, I'll accept that the beef, saying the beef, that doesn't count. Like, that would be fair to not count that as a topping on there, but just beans are fine.
And Hector's saying you put the beans under the beef. But people do like eating beans and beef as far as tacos.
I get that, but I don't get that. Like, I mean, I'm saying, like, you making your homemade tacos, you just want to slap it because you don't feel like doing the process of plating and stuff. Okay, that's fine. But I'm talking about if you went to an authentic Mexican restaurant here in town, or just anything like Sonoran style Mexican food, are the beans on the taco? And they're not.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do then. Because
I don't need another round. I'll take the loss. I'm just saying, hey.
Well, because we did have that disqualification of the Donald Duck, right? So playfully, if Todd was up for it, we could do the final sudden death round, winner take all.
No pressure.
Because there is controversy around the beans. Because
he's trying to pit us against each other, man. We can't do this.
Too late. You said beef first. I gotta do it to you. Ground beef as a topping was already at odds.
Yeah. I mean, that was suspect.
Well, I mean, that was just like I
I
accept that because it was just like I was just like whatever goes into a taco, not like separating like this is the main course versus what the toppings are. Like, okay, that's on me. That one's on me. Okay. Do it. No, do it, beef.
Drum, stay out
whatever.
of here.
Let's go.
Right. Did Drum pop in yet?
Hey, we're going in here.
She didn't. And let's see. I could squeeze in after this song. So 3 minutes. Yeah, we could squeeze in for sudden death. So I could do that. Hold on, let me do this quick tease. There's Drum. That's okay. Come on. All right, we got controversy here on Beef Vegan Presents, so I'm going to play Alice in Chains. When we come back, we'll do a sudden death round with Matt versus Todd to see who wins. And last word. Hey, Drum. Good. Okay, so what we're doing is, and you got the sheet, right? You know that? All right, so I got to do a sudden death last word, and then we're doing a replay of the score report, and then we're going to do naked news, and then we're going to go home. So you're going to take Matt's seat after he competes in the last one.
Manny. Thank you, Manny.
Drum lost yesterday, too. Yeah. All right, no cheating. Okay? Got that? That goes to everybody. No cheating.
Can't cheat if we don't know the topic.
Oh, good. No cheating.
Listen, if you don't follow the rules, you can't cheat.
Yeah. No, there's rules. I have rules to all my games.
They just get ignored.
We have lots of games. Sometimes they get ignored, but yeah, but there's still rules. Well, sometimes I have to add to the rules because then I get some tricky shit happening, you know? I mean, I get guys slipping in beans at the very last second. And I'm like, I've been to Chipotle too. I've seen it with my very white friends.
Maybe you should have been more authentic about like, okay, what it goes into toppings, specifically toppings on only authentic tacos that come from the South region of Arizona.
Look, we're in Tucson. You got to know your audience, man. You're talking to the taco experts. Yeah. Right. You know, we know. So
and see, I'm on myself for saying lettuce. I should have just said cabbage because
that's true.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, what's up with that bullshit?
I mean, because lettuce does go on tacos. Because it's not ground beef. It's still lettuce, shredded lettuce, and shredded cabbage, depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
South Tucson.
Depending on where you so it could be a regional thing now. Now it can be a regional thing.
Here's the deal. So
yes, Washington.
Yeah.
Washington State. It's a regional thing. You're in the region.
Now it can be regional.
Welcome to the South.
Listen, Manny's got my back, and that's all that matters.
You know what, Manny? Whatever.
On the stream, you guys, give me a category to pick. Give me a category. I have one as a backup.
We all definitely didn't cheat.
Yeah. Well, give me a category. What do you want them to face off in the last word? What's the category?
Sports teams.
Yeah.
Do you want to go there?
No.
Do you want to know my day job?
What's that?
I work for a sports statistical company.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, just because he looks like a gamer, the guy knows his sports. That's good. That's what you get.
That's what I get for generalizing.
You want to go? Let's go.
Sorry, no, I'm good.
All I do is write down team names all day long.
Okay, I got it.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you, Mecca. Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're doing this real quick. It's a sudden death round of the last word because there was controversy over the last game with Todd answering beans as tacos. We asked the people on the stream if that should be allowed, and people of Tucson do not play, and they do not allow you say beans as a taco topping. So we have one more round. This is sudden death. Whoever wins this round will win the entire game and go up onto the record board as a winner or a loser in the Beef Vegan Presents Competitive League. I wish I had a coin real quick. Do you have a coin? Do you have a coin? It's too late.
Some chocolate coins right here.
Yeah, I got to give me a chocolate coin real quick because I want to flip a coin to see who goes first. I want to be as fair as possible here. This chocolate coin does have a heads and does have a tails. And then after I flip it, I'll eat it. All right. So let's see. Heads. Okay, Todd is heads. Matt is tails. Flipping the coin. All right. Well, it's tails, technically, if I do the little flip. It was heads at first, but I flipped it. So, Matt, you're going to go first.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here is the category. Sex positions. Ready? The clock will begin. Name different sex positions and go.
Doggy style.
Missionary.
Reverse cowgirl.
That's it. That's all there is missionary.
What?
Cowgirl.
Standing. Sure. Fuck.
The one from the side. I like that.
Yep. And we out of time there. So it looks like we got Matt winning this game. Man, good job, Matt.
Oh, there is this missionary.
That's
My
so
brain
funny.
just turned off.
Yes, it did. Right.
My brain just stopped working. That is the worst I've ever thought of anything.
All right, we got to take a quick break. The score report is coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
I appreciate you.
Dude.
my brain just like.
No, I don't have a dump button.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, do not. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say that you didn't say the whole thing and we slipped on. But yeah, kind of. That's okay. But yeah, I was like, that's the kind of stuff though. Say it now. I had the mic off.
All right. Thank you, Beef Vegan presents Community for having my back, realizing that beans are not a topping. Arizona stand up, Tucson tough for life. Let's go. Exactly. Whatever, Todd. All right, y'all.
Later, be safe.
Rotating, you're just gonna go over there.
He's just gonna go over there. Or she's gonna go over there.
This is how it was in school for me. Let me just take my gigantic backpack, my entire my life, my life.
Denise said we need to get you the book of Karma Sutra there, Todd.
My brain just shut off.
Yeah. Richard, as far as this question, no, I don't. No, I don't have an influence of what's played on the air and what gets pulled from the playlist for the sake of time. So, yes. Sorry if I'm getting creepy with that face, giving the facials. I got the score report next. Todd took himself off camera. He's so disgusted with himself. You okay?
I'm pissed at more of the other thing than the game.
Yeah, I know. It's okay, buddy.
Would you like a hand hug?
Sorry to throw you that curveball. But that was Mecca. Mecca came up with that. I was like, ooh, this is going to be a tough one. I'm like, 3. And there's like, I mean, but honestly, with sex positions, you just make up names and you can call it a sex position.
That was the thing that I knew. It was just like, let's just make up crap. And my brain just like, nah, you can't. Sorry.
I call it fucking.
You're going to say really dumb things now. Good luck.
No, but that was the funniest line. There's only missionary was hilarious.
I'm going to see if I can stay on cat. It's hard to talk.
It's hard to talk.
See you.
You got to get over that. You have your laptop, right?
I just started watching on the thing and gave up. Like,
yeah.
Hey, Beef, I see you on stream.
Have invisible monitors.
Should do like a drugstore, just have mirrors all over the place. Like the managers and be like, I see you.
I'm loving all these reactions, by the way, on the Facebook. I'm getting like, the care reactions, the hearts, the ha-has. Keep them coming. If you're on the Facebook stream, drop a reaction. It'll help the stream get out there. This is the only way we can market the show, honestly, with the budget that we have, which is zero, none. We want word of mouth to let people know that we're doing something special here. We're doing something different, and we're having a good time doing it. So,
and if you're on,
you help us on that just by dropping a reaction, like on YouTube and whatever you do on Twitch. What do you do on Twitch, Todd?
Whatever you want,
Drop
except
Cthulhu.
for getting hot
Drop
tubs.
Drop Cthulhu if you're on Twitch right now.
Oh, so you're on Twitch right now, and then this is your handle, right?
It is.
Yeah, the octopus thing.
It's Cthulhu.
The horizontal mamba. Yeah, so now streamers are giving a bunch of different names where you're like, oh yeah, that would have worked. Horizontal mamba, which is still missionary, but there's different slang for it.
Just say words. That's all you had to do was say words.
The butter chum. I've never heard that one, but that's fantastic. I got to replay. You got a strong benchmark. You got to replay it twice, apparently, is what they tell you. So I'm going to replay this score report real quick as we're getting ready for Drum and the Naked News. Todd's back. See? Oh, there you go.
I was always here.
Mm-hmm. I can still hear you. So I'm just firing this off. You can see my board skills. Join it. Each show is getting better than the last. Having such a good time with all this. All right, here we go.
And then we started hooking up.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Someone tell me how to feel.
And there's our young Romeo now, and whoa, he has scored.
Beef Vegan presents The Score.
And around town, a tall, skinny dude, long hair. He looks like a rock star when he walks into the room. And there was a few names we could have picked from when going to the score report. For those of you who don't know, we are asking a hookup, someone who has no romantic interest in you whatsoever after the hookup, to give you an honest score between 1 and 10, and we found one in Lexi, and I called her up to see if she'd be down to do this.
Oh my God. Oh,
what are some of your thoughts of Lexi?
Lexi's so sweet. She's very whenever I met her, I saw her in the club and I just had doe eyes. I was like, I know I gotta meet this girl. I gotta talk to her. I gotta bring her backstage, all that jazz.
And it was lust at first sight?
It was lust at first sight for sure.
Was it difficult to make a move, or did you guys just click right away?
You know what? I was a little nervous at first. Even though I do DJ around town, I definitely don't ever think of myself as the guy that the ladies are going to be into. So, I still get nervous when I talk to the ladies.
So on a scale of 1 to 10 for Lexi, what would you rate her?
I would say a light to decent 8.
Light to decent 8.
Yeah.
And that's her performance. What about her appearance?
I would also say either an 8 or a 9, depending on how much I've had to
she sounds
do that night.
I mean, Lexi's a sexy name, a little raver girl. She sounds pretty hot, dude. All right, well, let's give her a call and see what she rated you. Now, did you guys end it on good terms, or do you think she hates you?
You know what? I think it was pretty fine. I mean, we just kind of drifted apart. It was kind of one and done kind of situation.
Just a fun hookup.
Yeah, just a fun hookup.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's find out what your score is going to be in the score report according to Lexi. I'll give her a call right now.
Hello.
Hello, Lexi.
Hi.
Hey, it's Beef Vegan from Beef Vegan Presents, and I'm here with Lance now.
Oh Oh my God. Hi.
Hi, Lexi.
Now, Lexi sounds like she still kind of likes you, so I don't know if we're going to get like a true score. Now, Lexi, are you currently in a relationship?
Yes, I am.
And are you in love with your man?
I'm getting there. We're pretty serious.
Okay, so you're not in a situation where you would leave him for Lance. You're pretty much committed, right?
I'd say so, yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good because we want to get down to what the real score will be. And sometimes, if there's still interest there, you might give him a couple extra points to kind of flatter him and build up his ego and try to bring him back. So I didn't want to be
bias.
Right, 100% honest. Now, tell me, what happened the night that you met Lance and you guys hooked up?
Well, so, I was like dancing with my girlfriends, and then I saw Lance like walking what I was hoping towards me, and turns out he totally was. And he was just super sweet, like definitely like confident but not cocky. And, we just like totally like basically started like eye banging, and then next thing you know, we're actually together, and it was just like so magical and so, I don't know. It was like he's like one of those like Kelso from like that 70s show type, and it was just so chill, and it was super like, like just very, very like easy to hang, but like, just like an all-around good time.
I'm going to tell you this, Lance. Before we even get into the score report, whenever a girl says magical, just in the description, that's usually a good sign. So, like, I'm feeling pretty good for you right now. Like,
I'm feeling pretty good too. I think we definitely had some chemistry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking about science class.
I mean, what did you expect from Lance? Did you think going into hooking up with him that it was going to be magical?
Honestly, I didn't, just because his hair is so long, and like I thought, oh my God, like he's not going to know what to do. Because he, like I said, he's so sweet, but like his confidence, that like once the clothes came off, he was like a total like different person.
Oh, oof.
So
yeah, were you impressed by that?
I was very taken aback. It was just like a good like shocking moment, like because he looked one way and then like performed another.
Oh wow. All right. Well, I mean, I think we got a lot of details here.
Absolutely.
I think it's time to reveal the score. So, Lexi, if I was to ask you on a scale of 1 to 10, how good DJ Lance Fairchild was in bed, what would you give him?
Well, I would have to give you, Lance, a 9.5.
Whoa!
Oh!
Breaking the scale!
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, high five, buddy. Whoa.
That's a straight A right there.
9.5.
Oh my
dude.
gosh, that's that. I mean, you know what? 10 is an unrealistic number anyway.
Hold on, wait a second, real quick. Now, I asked about his performance. I'm not asking about inches. Are you sure it's a 9.5 based off his performance?
Yes, I won't. Because of that, don't get me wrong, your locks are super luscious, Lance, like so pretty. But because your hair was so long, it kept getting in my face and tickling my nose.
I can tell where my hair ended and yours began.
Yeah, though we
were swapping
funny.
it.
You were intertwined, but okay, so
it was like being an avatar.
That's crazy. So you're saying you're saying the only reason why he's not a perfect 10 is because his hair was too long and it was tickling your nose, so you had to take off half a point. That's insane.
Oh man, I'll sell off that half a point for these luscious locks.
Yeah, will you get a haircut now? Because you know that it's taking away from your performance.
You know what? I don't think it's taking that much away from my performance. I think, in fact, that's kind of my peacock feathers.
Yeah, okay, it's your peacock feathers.
It's my peacock feathers.
It does sound like, Lexi, if you weren't in a relationship and had feelings for your boyfriend or significant other, that you would have another night with DJ Lance. Am I wrong in assuming this?
No, maybe.
Oh,
there you go, man.
She's committed.
Yeah, well then
I respect that.
You kept that door open, and that's very impressive as well. So congratulations, Lexi. Thank you so much for being open and honest with us. I appreciate you calling in and giving Lance his score in the score report. That was fantastic. I'm impressed. And now this young man is my personal idol, someone I can look up to. And I'm very, very impressed, Lance. Once again, congratulations, my friend.
Oh man, round of applause.
And
Let's go.
congratulations to you, Lexi. You got a 9.5. Oh man, that must have been a good time too. So I'm not taking away from that. Even though Lance did say that you were an 8, so technically he's better in bed. But all right,
I'm not supposed to tell her that.
sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. All right, that was the replay, and we're back here live on the stream.
Oh,
you still good?
Then I won't say what I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so
here.
proud of Lance. That's my boy.
I'll turn off the mics here real quick.
Louver?
You know, that's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. Todd.
I don't know. Were
Look
we
at the
looking at the
sheet.
show sheet?
I've been looking up how to pronounce it, but I thought you would know to double check. But hey, you know what? I'm gonna trust Google.
Yeah, you know what? Go with your instincts, and I don't think anyone's gonna second guess you on that. So,
I'll just say it confidently.
Yeah,
even
if
if
you
I
say-
confidently say it wrong.
and I'm the king of that. You know, if you're dumb but confident, people will be like, "Hey, he sounds like he knows what he's talking about."
The problem is, I'm an avid reader, but I don't read out loud to myself, so it can never.
Well, then how do you know you're reading it right?
Exactly. That's the problem.
Oh, I'd love to hear what's going inside your head.
I'm like, well, hope for the best.
Yeah.
Is this? Oh no, it's not in the show sheet. So I have no idea what you're talking
No,
about.
yeah, I have Naked News as its own sheet.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't get a show sheet.
Oh yeah,
Nothing there. There's nothing there anymore. He's basically on his own. We're in
winging
limbo
it?
now. It's all
Oh,
chaos. I think
hey,
that's how that works.
If we're not living on edge, are you really living?
That's not true. I mean, I do have I have Naked News in the slot, and I have the beep tips, and then I have my go home, I guess. But I guess I could get something else. But yeah, so yeah, I do have the 950. But the other two things are just nice and easy on the sheet. The score report, nothing I need to write in that, and then I put Naked News. So yeah, I'm on point.
You got it all figured out.
Got it figured out, man. That's how we do this. All right. Pop quiz, hot shots. Let's get some pop quiz music. We got time. Beat Todd Marley.
That's
Any
what you
questions?
call me.
Yeah, Todd Marley.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
All right. Let's see if he can't. If he can answer questions this time without F bombs. All right. Here is our question. I know you're beating yourself up on this. Yeah, you're not going to hear any of that. Sorry. It's Scott's working on that. Okay.
Reviews.
Yeah.
I'm sending good waves to you.
Thanks.
Okay, here's a question. Which animal's urine glows in the dark?
Cats.
You think cats, huh?
No, glows in the dark. It glows under black light.
Right, but yeah, glows in the dark. You're correct, though, dude.
Doesn't
Cats urine glow in the dark.
Glows in black light.
Well, it's still saying it glows in the
Sure.
dark. Yeah.
I don't. That's all I thought was it glowed under black light. I know that from being around cats enough.
Yeah. Speaking of pee, we're on the pee tip. About how many times per day does the average person urinate?
8.
Shit, dude. Are you Googling this?
No,
You got it right. Oh, I'm gonna answer this.
I'm above average, but I stay hydrated.
Yeah, who's this? Hey, Robin, what's up? No, Robin, I'm on. This is Stripper Robin, everybody. I'm
Hi,
on
Stripper Robin.
Rock 102.1 KFMA now.
Calling on the
Yeah.
cell
Here,
phone?
you know what? I'm gonna call. Or you call me. Why don't you call me at 600 KFMA right now, and we'll talk on the stream.
bold choice, taking the cell phone call.
Yeah, that was a risk.
I'm sorry?
It was a risk, but we're willing to take.
Well, I mean, when Stripper Robin calls, you pick up the phone. I guess that's what we're learning here today.
Talking shit about you? Well, call here. Look, don't talk to me on my cell phone. Call 600 KFMA. KFMA. Well, actually, to make it easier for you, it's 600 5362. No.
Literally anybody can call that. It's a radio station. All the crazies call all the time.
Do you have cats then?
No,
5362.
Okay, I love cats. That's why I was like, you can never be around
6'2".
cats too much.
Oh no, I don't. I enjoy cats,
Right, call
but
me right
I
now.
personally don't.
All right.
I don't like cleaning up other creatures' poop.
Valid saying.
And I enjoy cats. I enjoy pets. I can take care of pets for short terms. Like, you want me to take care of your dog? By God, I will love the crap out of that dog for however long it takes. And I will look away and turn the bag inside out and do what I have to do.
Yeah.
For like 2 weeks.
Like the commenters. David said, Stripper Robin or Crazy Diane calls, you answer. And then Mecca is having laughing. It's like, whoa, Stripper Robin is Brad's personal phone number. Well, yeah, I was booking her on the show and she locked that shit in.
And also, that's
she
really
changes her phone number so often that I can't block her.
Each number.
All right, Stripper Robin, good morning. Say hi to Stripper Robin, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Oh,
Good morning.
Yeah.
It's like, where is she gonna come out of?
Yeah. I have to.
Nowhere.
Yeah. All right. So yes, good morning. I still have her laugh loop, but I don't know. It doesn't pull up on this program
Which
yet.
one's that? Which one's that?
The one where you sound like this.
Yeah, don't play that one no more. Yeah, Frank needs to do that one. Yeah, that one annoys me. Yeah.
And that's how long it goes.
Yeah, that one annoys me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think it sounds sexy.
Yeah, I know, but Frank, that one annoys me because he plays that in the background while I'm talking, and it just pisses me off,
just rude. That's just rude. We don't say the F word over here, though. We don't say.
Oh no, no.
He
But
goes by no
I
name.
just called him up. I just called him up and told him that to F off.
What did you tell him? You told him to F off. Why? Was he making fun of you on the air?
Because, well, yeah, all day yesterday he did, and he hung up on me every time I tried to call him and say something, and I was on topic. I was trying to talk about the topic.
And
every time I try and say something, he'd hang up on me.
Oh yeah.
Well, and him and Christine were laughing about it. And then today I called there, and I just, I was going to say something about the topic, but I just told him to F off.
You just straight up said F off instead, huh?
Yeah, I did. And I hung up on him because he hung up on me every time I tried to say something yesterday.
Oh, did you say
So I
that?
got him.
Did you tell him to F off on the air?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's not nice.
So, well, that's what I was getting back at him for, So then, Christine goes, well, who was that? And he's told her, Stripper Robin. And she goes, well, what did she want? And he says, well, I guess I wouldn't be her boyfriend today and answer the phone for 30 times and chit chat with her about nothing. And I wasn't calling about nothing. I was trying to talk about topic yesterday.
But you're calling like 30 times?
No, I didn't call 30 times. I called 3 times and he hung up on me all 3 times.
What was the boring ass topic? And why are you even listening to him anyways when I'm over here on Rock 102.1?
I didn't know that. I had no idea. I haven't listened to the radio.
Did you not realize that I wasn't on the show when you were listening?
No, I didn't. I was trying to find out what was going on, why you weren't there, why he was answering the phone all the time.
You're breaking my heart, Robin. Obviously, if I'm not answering the phone.
I just today found out you weren't there.
This is my 3rd week doing the show.
Huh?
I said.
No, I didn't know anything. I haven't listened to the radio in like a couple of weeks.
Oh.
Because of all the stuff going on in my life.
Yeah.
And then, so then today I listened to it and I kind of figured out you weren't there no more. And so that's why I called your phone to find out. And I figured out, did Brad get fired or laid off or something? So I called your phone to find out,
Yeah.
And that's when you just now told me. And I'm shocked.
So what did he say? What happened to me?
I didn't.
He didn't say?
To myself, and I was thinking, well, good for you for not taking his crap no more,
Right.
Because he was really belittling you, and putting you down.
That's very true. Very true.
And I was tired of what he was doing to you. I really was.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, Robin. You have my back, and that's very sweet of you.
Yes, I did. And I was so tired of the way he talked to you and put you down all the time. And just the way he made you look so stupid all the time and put everything on you. It really made me mad. It really made me mad.
But gee, okay, well then I guess stop listening if you're that mad because you were still listening to the guy.
I'm going to now. I'm going to go to your radio station. I'm going to go out and put that on my car radio right now.
My radio station is far superior. We play classic rock and some new rock, but mostly classic rock too.
What station is it exactly?
102.1. It's called Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Okay, 102.1. I will go out with that. I just learned how to set my radio last night on my car.
Oh, wow.
I just got
You learned how to use the radio, Robin. Congratulations. Yeah. All right. Yes. That was good.
Well,
you
my
probably
car
had one of those
radio's
child
really hard
locks
to
on
set.
it.
No, it's really hard to set. And I just got my air conditioner fixed just the last couple days.
Good.
I
Things
got
are
a new
looking up.
compressor, but I got a new compressor put in it and everything.
Yeah.
And I just had work done on it at the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And that cost me $400. My air conditioner cost me $700. And
oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I got $15,000.
Nice. Yeah. That's from the government or from the settlement?
From my insurance company, from my husband getting hit by the 18-wheeler.
Nice. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing you started to learn how to drive 18-wheelers, huh?
Yeah, really. So I could run him over.
Uh-huh. Yeah. All right, Robin, we got to hit there's that laugh. There's that $1 million laugh I've been waiting for.
Oh, Lord.
All right, Robin, we love you. We got to.
I really do.
Yes. Well, thank you. This is the number now. I got to get on the air, though.
On the radio after I hung up on it, or after I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Christine and Franco, well, she'll never get on our radio station again. And I was thinking, well, thank God.
There you go. All right, Robin, we got to get ready to do the naked news. Turn on the radio, listen, laugh, and enjoy. And definitely laugh.
Okay.
Most importantly, laugh.
All right.
All right.
Yes, I will. Thank you, Brad. I love you.
I love you too, Stripper Robin. Stripper Robin, everybody. Talk to you later. All right, so there you go. Now you guys know who Stripper Robin is.
I like her. She sounds super nice.
She's real.
She is real.
She recognizes abusive relationships.
Oh, yeah. She's been in all of them.
I don't want this.
All right, we got 30 seconds. That's so funny.
I wanted to F in the chat for you real quick.
You wanted to F in the chat?
You know, it's a thing. You need to F in the chat for your fallen comrades.
Right, F. Press F for respects.
For respects.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I still don't know what's going on with the Twitch, but Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents. Of course, we got Todd Marley hanging out here on a Wednesday, usually in on Tuesdays. And this time, every single day, get used to our good friend Drum coming in to do the naked news. Are you ready for the naked news here, Drum?
I am. Let's go. Let's get it.
All right, let me do some half-ass intro before I get your customized intro. Just waiting on that from my intro department, but it'll happen.
Breaking news from Main Street to your street.
I think you just blew this thing wide open. God, I love the local news. Every summer, they tell me how to beat the heat, and every summer it works.
So, what are we doing? Are we just jumping right into this? Or...
All right, here you go. Naked News with Drum. What's our lead story, Drum?
Well, starting off, Pornhub is facing some legal action from Louvre and other institutions over a steamy new interactive website in which porn starts to perform raunchy reenactments of various European masterpieces.
Really? European masterpieces. So you could do like porn style reenactments. Imagine if they Americanized this. Let's go down this rabbit hole. Give me a movie, Todd. A famous movie that's stuck in your mind, like a scene from one of the famous movies.
Just a scene from a famous movie, or just a movie itself? Because I was thinking like Lincoln really needs a porn remake.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh, I'd like that.
Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis would kill.
Yeah, as he turns around and instead of getting shot in the head, he's the one giving out shots. You know what I'm saying? Okay, no, maybe not. That's okay though.
It's real interesting take on history.
Oh, you know, Lincoln, he definitely banged. Okay, so that's keep going. Go back to the story there.
Okay, well, so no one has granted authorizations for the operation to use or use of the art, said the spokesperson of Florence Uffizi's gallery. So there's that. Pornhub's classic nudes online Sex-A-Visit offers a virtual tour of some of the sexiest scenes in history and the world's most famous museums.
Is it like, can they get away with it under the parody law? Because if you're kind of making fun of something, then you don't have to worry about copyright restrictions or something like
This
that.
sounds like they're going for the real sexy art experience here. The real deal.
If you really want to, you could slap parody in the name, and then they couldn't get mad. There's
True.
a loophole.
Well, they couldn't get sued. That's the most important part.
You can still get sued. It just would be annoying.
Right. What about like, so in this scenario, say you go up to the Mona Lisa and then you're able to pull down the Mona Lisa's shirt and see her boobs? Is that what they're talking about here?
I feel like that's a little bit of what they're talking about. I think they're just mad that, we're trying to one up them and make it easier to watch this art.
Yeah.
For educational purposes.
Connect with art in any way that you can, folks.
Look, I just saw a study talking about how people are becoming amateur botanists because of Red Dead Redemption, right? Because they know different plants by name and then what they're good for and use them in ingredients. And just by playing this game, they become experts in it. If this is like a porn that helps you learn more about world history or even art history through porn, you're still going to gather information and learn. So I look at that as a good thing.
Hey, I'll take that.
Stripper tutors, I'm in.
All I got to let you guys know that it obviously didn't sit too well with the museums, and a few of which threatened Pornhub with legal action over the unauthorized reproduction of their artwork. So,
this is insane that they're even suing for this. If I was allowed to diddle myself while learning, I would never been kicked out of high school in the first place. So.
I've also never been let into high school in the first place. This is a weird dichotomy.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. All right, what's our next story here, Drum?
Coldplay announced yesterday that their new album is coming out in October. It's called Music of the Spheres.
Music of the Spheres. I wonder if people are still excited about Coldplay. They were excited about Coldplay when they first came out in the early 2000s, and then that was it.
I would have to argue against that. TikTok's really been helping them out there.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know if this is a organic viral campaign of people on TikTok using Coldplay songs or something that big labels can do by paying money to make sure these songs go on TikTok, because TikTok is an influencer as to what the kids like as far as music is concerned nowadays.
That's true.
So, there's big money behind Coldplay, obviously.
They could AstroTurf pretty easily.
Yeah. So is it real? Is it legitimate that they're kind of trending on TikTok, or is it pay for play?
I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting. I mean, cool factoid. 11 tracks have emojis for song titles. And I think they're trying to speak to the youth here. they're trying a little hard, in my opinion. But hey, I guess we'll take what we can get.
Nerds.
Nope.
Look at these 50-year-old guys writing songs with emoji titles, like just to relate. And to me, it comes off as like a desperate attempt to reclaim some youth and grab that younger demo. I don't know if the kids are going to fall for it, but we'll see.
Hey, if you like that, there's a red heart and a sparkle in there.
Yeah, what would you call that song?
I honestly,
red
I don't
heart,
know.
sparkle.
Desperate.
Right, yeah. Desperate indeed. All right, what's our final story here in the Naked News, or is there a final story? How many more stories you got? One or two?
I got a few cool things here.
Okay,
something
ahead.
about Chris Martin, or do you want to hear about the plastic problem solution?
Let's do the plastic problem story. That's good, actually.
All right, so we have a possible solution for the plastic problems. You just feed it to all the cows.
Nice. Okay.
So, apparently, scientists discovered that the common plastics can be broken down in cow stomachs. Now, I feel like PETA might have a problem with that, but hey, a quick fix, I guess.
But that's going into we eat cows. So
are we going to have plastics in our beef if we allow cows to destroy all our plastics? That's the question right now. But I think if they're saying that cows can digest plastics, and that way, that's one way to safely and effectively get rid of plastics on the earth, I'm all about them doing studies to see if we are ending up absorbing microplastics because of that diet.
I mean, because it says here that they have microbes and enzymes that can break down plastic bags, bottles, textiles, and other food packaging.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So, but I mean, hey, what a cool way to finally do like X-Men and level up.
Right?
I'm embracing this idea.
Yeah. That's a nerve reference I don't get, but that's okay. I would say the next time I go to the restaurant, instead of asking for grass-fed beef, ask for plastic-fed beef instead. see if it's discounted and see what it
Yes,
tastes like.
what percent of my steak tonight is recycled?
Yeah.
100%, sir. Only
True.
the finest for you.
Right. Anything else, Drum?
Nothing else really cool. I mean, I got something up here about Chris Martin. He said, we're trying to have the first album ever with some tracks that are called emojis, but it's proving tricky because of all the service providers. But that's in relation to their new album that they're dropping.
Right. Yeah. So that was their biggest hurdle to overcome, is that all these streaming services, they don't cater to dumbasses naming their songs after emojis or using emojis to try to convey a song title. I mean, I can't wait to hear eggplant squirt emoji, though. That's going to be fire. All right, that's the Naked News this hour. Thank you, Drum. We'll be right back to wrap things up, so keep it right here to Beef Vegan Presents. Clear. Good job. I thought I put 4 in there, but I guess there wasn't a 4. I thought I put 4 in there, but there wasn't a 4th.
I might have missed it. People are, there it is. Put themselves back on the market. Google search interest, dating. Damn it.
All right, do the bonus one here. That's right, you didn't see it. But do the bonus one for the people on the stream here.
Well, I mean, cool thing here. People are ready to put themselves back on the market. Google search interest in dating have reached a 5-year high. And it isn't just young people. Over the past months, the search term dating apps for older people rose to 3,500%.
Oh, 3,500%.
I mean, after a year-long pandemic, I could see
Nobody knows how to go outside and meet people anymore.
No need to.
I know how to meet people. I just jump on the hub and search what I need to search for that day and call it. That's my date night.
That's not meeting people. That's just watching porn on the hub and meeting yourself.
That's good enough for me.
Are you messaging these content providers directly?
No, I jump into the comments and I love what I see in there. Sometimes you'd be like simping from every angle.
Oh,
couple of chads. It's beautiful. Mainly the wholesome part when people be like, oh, I'm going through this thing. And then people are just so genuine on the hub. I love it.
I haven't met anyone more perfect for the Naked News. This Drum has her deep affinity for Pornhub. She loves herself some hub. And I'm like, oh, we've probably seen some of the same videos.
We probably have.
I go down to usually the amateur lane. I like to keep my porn real. I want it to look real. I want it to feel real.
Hey, you might be interested in some voyeur stuff too.
Well, yeah, I've been down. I mean, I've been through that phase. I'm past the voyeur stuff. But yeah,
I've been on the internet before.
Yeah, yeah. I've been doing the porn thing before you knew porn was on the internet. Drum, you're still a youngin'. From the get go. I mean, you don't even know the trials and tribulations, the troubles that we had to go through, just the slow loading speed of the porn. And just waiting for it.
Back in my day,
I do remember some of the dial-up internet. And then my house is super old, so we didn't get fast internet until just this year, a few months ago.
Yeah.
The first place you tested. Okay, Pornhub. Let's see what you do now.
I accidentally found porn. It was on a website called Crazy. SHIT.
Yeah, crazy shit.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure if I could drop that one.
My laptop.
You don't want to
my laptop's gonna go. I'm gonna try and get my phone set up backstage.
But
that's we only got one more segment left anyway, so they could just hear you and not see you if it's a.
That would be saving them suffering.
Oh, no.
No, they're fine. Let's see.
You're doing it from your webcam.
Yeah, from
it just hit me. I was like, that webcam's not on.
He doesn't have a fancy enough computer to do 3 webcams.
Dun, dun.
When I've done that, and you'll see in the replay videos, Drum, and this is an issue, but yeah, when I've done that in the past, it gets glitchy as soon as I open 3 StreamYards. So I'm working with Scott to fix that here, hopefully soon.
Okay.
Yeah, working on it. We'll see what happens.
Well, let me know if you need me to invest in my own webcam. I totally don't mind bringing my own class assignments.
If you have one of those little webcam stands and want to on your laptop, that will probably be smooth and easy. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Oh, Mecca is asking what my favorite type of videos are.
Of course. So what's the answer to that?
I like a lot, but if it's hentai, tentacle related, cream pie, I usually like it.
Yeah, okay.
Or you can't go wrong with the classic like orgies or anything like that.
Like once you start getting into hentai and tentacles and things like that, you're just porn with extra steps. It's just another layer getting you down to the thing that you actually like want, unless like I don't know.
It's the
Maybe
ambiance.
that's just might be me.
It's
Like
the
tentacles
ambiance.
never really
I love tentacles. There's a beauty to like,
ate things.
yeah, just I'm like, it's beautiful. Here's
You got a
this
weird
giant-
screen going on right now. You see yourself?
Whoa, you're abstract, Todd.
Yeah.
That's off the. Well, I switched to my phone.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could switch the camera. Nah, whatever. It is what it is.
There you go. You're back. That's cool.
Oh, there you are.
I've always been here.
The tentacle thing I don't get, Drum. So you just like the octopus tentacles, something about that, and then you're seeing
It's not
hybrid
just-
tentacle porn.
It's not just octopus. It's they have like monster. It's basically monster porn, and it's
Right.
beautiful. Like I mean, as a D&D nerd, as a nerd in general, I think it just speaks to me.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I mean, I've definitely watched cartoon porn before, and successfully, I should say.
Success.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
I mean, it all started. It kind of started with Jessica Rabbit stuff, and then
Yeah.
it just devolved.
For a lot of people.
Yeah. So I mean,
And that was like Family Guy and Simpsons. I watched Marge and Homer do it.
I feel like we've
Homer's
seen-
packing.
We have seen those the same ones.
Yeah.
Holy
Well, there's a
smokes.
lot of them, so we don't know if we've seen the exact same one.
Watching in on watching Marge and Homer do it feels a little too close to like mom and dad.
Kinda. That was part of the thrill.
Oh no! Hey, admitting it's a what in the
Nope.
Alabama, but we'll take it.
Right. I'm like, oh, well, okay. This seems wrong, but it's so right.
But it's so right. Hey, that's the whole risk reward thing there.
Mm-hmm.
When you go down the porn tube hole.
If you're ever looking for suggestions, I've been looking to the Porn Dude. It's like a blog of which like sites to go to, what he recommends.
Just like full blown, he reviews it for you, so you don't have to.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm like much respect to this guy.
It's a different lifestyle.
It is it's a whole.
Yeah, Mecca says Jessica Rabbit did it for many people, for sure. And I did see Jessica Rabbit porn as well. They have that. But I did not want to watch it with Roger. You know, Roger's just not the kind of porn star I'm looking for. I don't think, he's the type of guy to be able to get the job done. I know they're married, but besides going down, because when he does that, please, I'm sure that feels fantastic.
Think about the movie though, because remember the scene? It's like with the
patty cake.
Yeah, patty cakes, and she was.
She loved the patty cake.
She really liked his patty cake.
She loved the patty cake.
That's true.
So
She did love the patty
There goes the laptop.
did it die?
We knew that was going to happen. That's why we had the phone going.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember if you guys remember the whale campaign that Pornhub did, but I saved a lot of whales.
Oh, yeah. So what? There's a donation made for every time you clicked and streamed a video all the way to the end?
Actually, yeah, basically. It
Ooh,
was like
making it to the end of the video. Ugh.
I
You have
mean,
carpal tunnel?
I think
I mean, your hands
I
and
don't
everything
remember
good?
like the exact logistics, but it was basically for every video you watched, it was like a cent goes to this campaign. Except I was watching, I Can't Stop, Won't Stop, so I saved a lot of whales.
Mecca did say, and this is true actually. He said a while back Pornhub removed a lot of its good videos. It did have to do a crackdown of users that weren't verified to protect themselves from uploading or hosting, child porn.
Yeah.
Anything that might be suspect. And now amateur uploaders have to be verified and everything else. But I will say this. Yes, at first it did look like it was a shallow waters. But they came back fully, and I'm seeing videos I haven't seen before, and I've been in periods of my life, and Todd knows this because it was an issue back in 2010. I'm like,
true.
I've seen all the porn videos on the internet. There's nothing else left that I haven't seen.
It was all getting regurgitated there for a second.
This has then got to be a really exciting time for you with all the Corona creatives now.
Yeah.
Having
I was
all that
so
time at home,
excited.
there's so much content that's got to be like, it's going to be an explosion, to use an appropriate phrase here, of porn content.
I knew
There
Family
was, there
Strokes
is.
was going to have a field day. I was so excited for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're out nuding us, Drum.
100%. I'm not even.
I'm not kidding when I say I
Not even trying to compete.
It's super awkward during job interviews when they're like, "So what's your hobby?" and you have to come up with like some professional
something that's not
BS.
Pornhub.
You're like,
just doing stuff on my computer.
Mowing the lawn. I don't even have a lawn. We got rocks.
That's how she got the job here. I asked her what her hobbies was, and she said Pornhub, and I'm like, okay. Well, a viewer or content provider, either way you're in. So there you have it.
You have content. Do you provide? Cool.
Yeah.
Get on the show.
That's what you're doing here on the stream, is providing content, but with your clothes on. Don't want to get us all fired and kicked off of
I mean,
Facebook.
valid. Hey, you know what? Shout out to Beef. I was this close to being like OnlyFans. Here I come. Here I come.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you can still do
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Al, thanks.
We're
guys.
gonna
I've lost like, okay, so true story. I had a friend from Holland, Wonderling. He did a lot of Twitch streaming, and he met this girl that he hooked up with. And they came in hanging out on our Discord channel, and we would all talk and play games together and do whatever. And his girl was like, I'm going to OnlyFans. I'm going to get a stream. And I was like,
let's go.
Great. Congratulations. Good luck on your future in pornography. And she got they left. They got mad because it was for cosplay and exercise.
I mean,
That's how it starts.
Yeah, but it's like, you're going to OnlyFans. Come on.
Right.
Come on. No, they haven't talked to us since, except once. Wonderling came in and told them that I'm going to be a dad, and then he disappeared again.
Hard.
That's how the story, and that's how that story ended.
I mean, it is. It starts off, no matter how it starts off, it always ends up with them evolving to the point where they're doing like boy-girl videos or girl-girl videos or videos with toys. So as PG and nice as it may start off, they want to get money, and they know that they get.
Breathe. Go touch some grass, bud. Getting a little squirrely there.
Oh yeah. All right, we got 55 seconds here.
It's like forever.
I don't know if I could use a National Geographic soundtrack for the show, and I don't know
15
why.
seconds.
No, honestly, that's not necessarily true. Too. I was looking up the copyright laws on that, so.
7 seconds?
Yeah,
like a bull rider?
It could be any amount if they decide they want to flag you, if it's copywritten.
Don't be a jerk to them.
I mean, I could beg, but yeah. All right, last segment here. I put naked news in the title, and our viewers go up on Facebook, though, so I see you. If this is your first time watching the video stream, make sure you like or comment, all right? Appreciate you checking it out. Rock 102.1 KFMA. What a great show for a Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for listening. I have my good friend Tom Marley joining us.
Thanks.
And as always, Drum, you did a phenomenal job. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have Big Bo Awesome in studio. We're also going to have Justin Spears, and we're going to have DJ Lance Fairchild, Mr. 9.5. Will be in the building again. So we'll still be giving away tickets for Korn and Stain and the Tucson Sugar Skulls, which I do want to mention Tucson Sugar Skulls because I'm going to give away a pair of tickets while I'm walking out the door. They got a big game happening this Saturday, July 24th, and they're playing against the Bismarck Bucks. It's at the TCC Arena, and honestly, every seat in that arena is a great seat. So if you want to check out some exciting arena football action, check out our boys, Tucson Sugar Skulls. All right, before we leave, let me leave you with this. You are what you eat. A recent study looked into the foods that people think make them feel better. And, it's going to come as a shock, but not all of these are healthy. Milk chocolate is the number one food people think provide these mind-boosting powers.
Of course it does.
They don't necessarily do, but as long as you think that, then you'll feel that.
Believe it hard enough and it will.
Followed closely by dark chocolate, right?
Dark chocolate.
So nuts and seeds come in at 16, followed by oily fish like salmon. So if you think you're eating healthy, you think you're going to be feeling better. Finally, our favorite food here in Tucson, bacon, pops up at number 18. So a lot of people think bacon makes it feel better. I think it feels the other way around, but
I feel better
in this town. We put bacon on everything, and then we wrap it in bacon, and then we deep fry it, and then we sprinkle bacon on top.
Okay,
we
is
put
a
bacon
taco
on our Sonoran dogs.
taco topping? Is that okay? Asking for a friend?
Yes, absolutely. All right, that is all the time we have. Again, thank you so much for listening to the show. We'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early. And as always, drive safe, ride safe, and rock local.
When you wish upon a side of beef, soon will come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of